This is the song that plays when the runaway guys raise some money.
Women and children.
It was that darn Gruntilda.
What about women and children?
Hey!
Women and children.
Everyone was panicking, so I just said women and children first.
Women and children first. It's funny, I read an entire Wikipedia article about Titanic today during Among Us.
Wow.
Well, not the entire thing. I'm over-exaggerating, but, you know.
Wait, how did we get 41,000 viewers?
There's no way, dude.
No way.
No, that
No
can't be
way.
right.
We get 41,000? No way.
I'm refreshing.
0. See, that's more like it.
Yeah, 0 viewers.
I
What's up, everybody who is
That's
0
what I
people? We're playing Banjo Kazooie. Only 90 kids will remember this one.
Oh no, there's 31,000 there now. Yep, it's up.
Heck yeah, man, let's go.
Now that I'm off screen, they're happy.
You guys ready for some
Which is great, 'cause after when we're supposed to be offline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys ready for some
Good, dude. I'm
band
drinking
job?
coffee.
Yo, Banjo Kazooie, I'm in.
Band job Kazobly.
Banjo Kazooie, dude.
Yeah. So again, only 90 kids will remember this game. You might be alarmed, but that character from Smash Bros, he got his own game. It's called Banjo Kazooie.
What?
Yeah, he was very popular. For some reason, a lot of people really liked Banjo Kazooie and Smash.
So before we begin, I'm a crazy person, and I want to throw this out there.
no.
And John, I don't know. It's a crazy pitch. So last night
He's already married, dude. It's not gonna work.
No. It's not like that. It's not like that.
I had to reject Dan. Dan didn't drop the 4,000 that apparently my wife wanted to sell me off. So.
All right, here's what I'm proposing. So I believe that we can hit 300K in the next 2.5 hours, 3 hours. I'm in.
What?
I think we can do that.
You're crazy.
I think we can do
You're
that.
crazy.
I think I'm so confident in that. I am going to throw a weird wrench. And John, you can tell me if this is too weird. I get it. No big deal.
I am currently dressed as a female version of myself. Not much is
Yeah.
weirder, dude.
I feel you. Well, I'm gonna make it weirder. So,
Okay,
John,
I'm down.
you and I have a stream that we have to do. A
Yes.
Link to the Past multi-world stream in which you and I must play Link to the Past together, and
Yes.
we must rely on each other. During that
Yeah.
stream, John, I will also dress up as a female character from the Mario universe.
Yo, let's
Okay.
go.
It'll be Gerardalina, or rather Gerardaline, as in Pauline.
You gonna go for Pauline? You
I
gonna go
will
for
be-
Mayor Pauline?
I will go for Mayor Gerardline, and you and I will dress up. I'll go in with you, and to spice it up, we'll raise money for charity then for breast cancer research.
Oh, yeah.
How's that sound?
Fuck
300
yeah, I'm in. If
300K.
If we hit 300K during this, I will apologize to my wife, as she will have to do my makeup an extra time. But she's been laughing her ass off during this. She'll have a great time. Don't worry. I'm not actually stressed about that. Yeah.
So-
yeah. Screw it. Yeah. Rosa John
do it.
rides again.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that's the wage, chat. That's you got 3 hours.
Oh, she says I'll do it. All right,
Great.
that's confirmation. I have official confirmation from my makeup artist / wife.
We in there. We're gonna do this. So with that said, let's play some banjo. John, you can go to bed. I had to announce that now.
I'm not going to bed, but I'm about to take off 13 pounds off my chest. I'm about to lose a lot of weight. So
Hell yeah.
Go lose
Your
that
back
weight.
will thank you.
no,
Amazing.
dude, I trained my back for this.
I trained for this day.
And the
I
donations are coming.
Are they coming in?
I actually didn't tell my stream this. I
yeah.
guess I'll spoil this now. I actually did the last 3 of my regular streams wearing most of this getup,
Man,
and I
you're
never
committed.
told anyone. I told my mods.
You can
after
say my
the
mom.
race stream.
I told my mom.
I told my mods after the race stream that I did that. So for those who are watching the race stream that we did like 2 weeks ago, if you heard me coughing and like breathing weirdly and complaining about my breath, that is because I had 13 pounds added to my chest. So
That's amazing. For those of you guys just joining us, we had a crazy incentive of if we could beat our record of TRG 2020 on day 2 out of 3, then I would do a complete 100% speedrun of Banjo Kazooie in front of the completionist himself, Gerard.
You make it sound like I'm a legend.
You are a legend.
You make it sound like you're not a legend.
Yeah.
Dude,
you are.
no, are you kidding me? Toxic Attorney and Family Jewels
We're all
are more
legends.
legendary
It's
than
fine.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all amazing. Great. Everyone knows. No, I just no like I just think it'd be fun to just kind of like have you ever seen a speedrun of this before, Gerard?
No, I haven't.
Ooh.
I have not, so I'm very excited.
See, what's fun about this is even if you said yes, the speedrun community for this game is actually incredibly passionate and active. So even if you watched a run like maybe a few months ago, it might be different, which is really, really cool. Like people find new tricks and new stuff. It's you're in for a trip. This game gets pretty broken at some points, and it's really frustrating if you, like me, spend hours upon hours getting all of the stuff in Rusty Bucket Bay, and then you watch somebody do everything in 9 minutes.
I feel that every time I play a game, I'm like, man, this is so fun, and then I look at the speedrun and I'm like, I should stop playing.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing with my life?
I'm retiring from video games.
Yeah, you know that boss that like ruined your childhood? Well, if you just push the A button 4 times,
you skip the entire thing. Yeah. Oh god, yeah, I hate that when it's like, you can beat everything on one cycle if you just punch them. Like, I feel like that's like GDQ in a nutshell.
You got your boy Toxic X Eternity, the pit opener. You got him on donations.
You got the doorbell man, Family Jewels, and the completionist man, the completionist.
Completion man, that's me.
We don't have any incentives yet, but we will be adding them as we go because 3 of us are musicians, and one thing you got to know about musicians is no preparation involved with being a musician.
Hell yeah.
You just rock stars just get out on stage and they rock, and that's what we're doing.
Story of my life, dude.
All right, so here's the first thing you got to know. It's going to be very confusing for a lot of you guys because I'm actually going to be starting with most of the moves in the game. And the reason for that is this file that absolutely makes no sense that says I've been playing this game for 5 hours and have 0 jigsaws and 0 notes. This is actually a modified file that allows me to... It's really confusing. All I'm going to say is there's a file manipulation trick that allows me to get more moves in the beginning than you're supposed to have because there was an oversight in the way the game warps you during Furnace Fun. So, it is allowed and actually encouraged for the speedruns because you can accidentally do it.
Perfect.
So for resets, people were like, let's just allow it so that nobody gets like an upper hand. So just know that we use performance enhancing lubricants on my hands to speed run faster. But we're you know what? We're gamers. We're just gonna jump in.
You can also do that on accident too. So
True. All right, we're gonna start this run. We're gonna create some incentives as we go. I'm gonna destroy this game from your childhood, or more likely probably before you were born. God, yes. I'm old. All right, here we go.
I got an idea.
Yeah, what's up?
So every time we hit a $500 integer, I have a few stories about Grant Kirko, and me personally, like stories of me and Grant on wild adventures together. I've got at least 3 or 4 crazy Grant Kirko stories. So if we can hit, 278,000. I will tell a Grant Kirko story.
I'll be thinking of because I've got a few stories too. I can't think of them. They all kind of blend together.
You guys both probably have some epic stories, dude, with Grant.
Oh man, I'd love to tell them. I'd love to tell them, but I gotta see those numbers.
We'll trade off. And Grant Kirko, for those of you guys who don't know, sorry you're living under a rock. He wrote the music of this game, and he
also wrote the music.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say he's a rock star. If you guys don't know that, he before doing the music to this game, he was a touring musician. Like he played trumpet in a band, he played guitar. He absolute legend. The guitar that he used in the Gruntilda Final Battle video that I did with him 2 years ago was a guitar given to him by Eddie Van Halen. Handed to him by him while they were on tour together. First trick that I can kind of describe. So we already have all of the honeycombs in Spiral Mountain. So this is a way that you can very easily skip bottles. There's a slight dead zone on the top of Spiral Mountain here that you can simply just jump over him and skip his entire text. Bottles is very annoying because he has an entire animation and all this other stuff, and we just like to skip that. How the hiker dance is going to be done? Carefully, while I'm speedrunning a video game. There's a fun mechanic in this game where anytime that Banjo and Kazooie's shadow touches the ground, the slope counter that's supposed to tell you fell off a slope gets reset. So I'm making Banjo's shadow touch the ground multiple times there so that it keeps resetting and I can just climb that very quickly.
Jules, before you freak out, you missed a note that everyone chat is spamming. You missed a note.
Yeah, we got to reset then, unfortunately.
Yeah, reset. Just restart the run.
Yeah, we
got to start over.
Yeah, we got to reset this whole run.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys. Did I say 100%? I mean, I meant 99.9999% run. That one note, screw it.
When the completionist calls you out on
well, hey man, I mean, if anybody can call me out on missing anything, it's the completionist.
Yeah,
no, man, you misunderstand. I'm on your team.
Thank you.
I get antagonized all the time for missing one thing.
God, I can't
imagine. Yeah. YouTube comments are a very fun thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Adriana got me a shirt for Christmas 2 years ago that just has a picture of like Satan on it and it says "Welcome to the YouTube comments."
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 160 bones, and I'll tell you the story about the time I met Grant Kirko and how our relationship started.
I don't know if I can tell my story about how I met him because it was a wild night, let me tell you.
It's like that, dude. It's like that.
No, it actually isn't. It's actually... I'll save it. I'll tell it. So this is Conga. It's not DK. Everybody thinks it's Donkey Kong. I don't know what would make you think that that's Donkey Kong, but... So now I'm going to do a 360 no scope, and I'm going to hit Donkey Kong, Conga. And then, yeah.
Obviously, he doesn't have a tie, guys. That's why he's not Donkey Kong.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, there it is.
His entire identity falls within the tie. What does that say about him?
He's a classy guy.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
If Donkey Kong, he needs to wash his tie, everyone's like, "Who are you?"
I have an idea for an incentive.
Okay.
What if once maybe like for like $500, one of you guys has to read me like a BuzzFeed quiz that tells me like a random thing about like what blank I am, and I have to like try to answer it while I'm running Banjo Kazooie, and then you tell me at the end what I got.
Okay. Every
Banjo Kazooie character.
Every $250, Jack and I will alternate, and we'll find the most bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, like really bad.
What is it? 250?
Yeah, $250.
All right, here it is.
We will read a shitty. What character are you for?
Yeah, like what character from Friends are you?
Dude, please, I want to do that.
So here's a fun little trick. What I'm gonna try to do is grab the Jiggy out of midair and then jump into the water, and I failed it. So never mind. So what that's supposed to do is if you get the last Jiggy while you're in like a state of flying or swimming, you skip the second like that big dance that takes like 7 seconds to finish.
Gotcha.
So, in fact, the most broken character that you can transform is the bee.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say the washing machine.
Yes, that is. It's broken because it's infuriating.
Yeah, so you got a story for us, Gerard?
Oh, I certainly do. Okay. So this is a story about how I met Grant Kirko. So Grant Kirko and I, we were guests at the same convention. It was Con Bravo up in Canada, and it was the only time I went to Con Bravo. I don't really go to Con Bravo that often, and he was a guest there, and a bunch of YouTubers and streamers were also guests there, and I was terrified of like talking to him. It just was like not a good thing. Like I saw him and I was like, Jesus Christ, it's Grant Kirko. I can't talk to him. I like avoided him on purpose because I didn't want to engage with him at all, right? And so we end up at the bar that's connected to the convention center. And we're at this bar, and it's just all the cool guests are there. And Grant's been a guest before, so he knows a few of the people there. And a few of those people know that I'm a massive Grant fan. So they're like bringing me on the conversation, trying to like slowly inch me in to talk to him. And when we started talking, I played the most like, I don't know who Grant is. Who's that? Oh, nice to meet you. Like, I tried I tried so hard to not fanboy out. This man's my favorite composer of all time, and I'm like trying to hold my shit together. So we start talking about like different game publishers and companies, and you know, I introduced myself to him. He introduced himself, and he like texts his kid like, "Hey, do you know the completionist?" And his kid texts back, and immediately Grant's like, "Oh, my son's heard of you. He's a big fan." And I'm like, "Okay, that's a great icebreaker. Now I feel comfortable. I can like get to know him." So the next thing I know, it's like 6 hours later. We're all hammered. And here's the thing: I don't drink. I'm not a guy who drinks. But it's like when in Rome, right? Like Grant Kirko.
When with Grant.
Yeah,
when with Grant. So
when with Grant.
Yeah, so we're drinking, and we're having a great time. And you know, that was kind of the end of it. And I was like, okay, that's the end of it, right? That's it. So, the next day, Grant and I have the signings in the same room, and so like, Grant and I just talked for 2.5 hours as we were meeting fans. And there's a whole the whole set of fans out there that have a photo with me and Grant together, which is really cool. Mm-hmm. And so we just like hung out and had a great time. So on the way back to the airport, our flights got delayed, and Grant and I were on the same flight.
That's amazing.
And so it was me, Grant Kirko, and Andre from Black Nerd Comedy, and we're sitting there, and our handler goes, "Guys, I'm so sorry, your flight's delayed by 6 hours." And
Time to
we're
get
like,
drunk again.
I was like, "What do we do?" And so I looked at my phone, and I turned to Andre, and I was like, "Hey, Andre, do you want to go see Pixels? It's in theaters right now." And Andre was like, "Oh my God, it's gonna be so bad. We have to go." And I did the ballsiest thing ever, and I turned to Grant, and I was like, "Hey, Grant, do you want to go see Pixels with us?" And he was like, "Hell yeah." So we got really wasted, and we went and saw Pixels. And then we got on a plane back to LA, and we laughed the entire time about how bad Pixels was, because that was not a great movie by any means. But and that's the time I met Grant Kirko. It was definitely a hype as hell moment, and I don't think Grant knew how much of a fan I was, and I still don't think he definitely knows now, but I tried really hard to just keep my composure, because he's Grant Kirko, man. Yeah, man. And I met him for less than 24 hours, and I was like, "Do you want to go see a movie with me?" Like, why did I do that? I don't know, but it worked.
Did you do the like 2 index fingers touching each other? Like, what, you know, should we go see a movie? No, I'm just kidding.
Is this movie is for me?
Movie for me?
There's a photo of me, Andre, and Grant before the movie, and we look pissed. And then there's a follow-up one where we made the exact same expression because it was not great. But
oh man,
we laughed the whole time. It was a fun time.
All right. I actually, so something just made a lot of sense to me as you were telling that story about a story that I have with Grant, and it ties in, but I will tell that at $2.79.
Yeah, Keaton Kid with the $35 saying even closer to a story of Grant. Fun fact, I believe he helped dedicated song in the album, which he's featured in. Helped in Gerard's album.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
I was like reading that, and I'm like, is that like leaking something? I was like,
no. So for those of you guys who don't know, I have a band called Big Bad Bosses. We're working on a second album currently, and the first album, it's, for those of you who don't know, it's a boy band album about Bowser, Ganondorf, Sephiroth, and Dr. Eggman singing about love, and it's all done in the style of 90s and 2000s hip hop and R&B.
And it's sick, and you guys should all check
it. It's next really level. Good. It's so good. It's the coolest thing I've ever made. I peaked. And there is an album. There's a song on the album that is sung by Grant Kirko called "Bears and Birds," and it's a tribute song all to Grant Kirko being a thug gangster of a rapper. And I will tell you more about that when we hit 278 500. So 400 and
Or actually, do you want to
$60
do 279 and then I'll do?
Oh, I'll do 279. You do 278.5.
Yes. All right. So this is Nipper, and he's annoying. You can do a thing where you jump into his face, like you clip into his face and then you just beat him from inside him, and definitely if you're of legal drinking age and you're watching this, I would recommend making a drinking game out of any time anything can be considered vor in this game. It's actually quite alarming when you're looking for it. Just like the fact that we are right now inside this hermit crab who has crabs within him. Where did Nipper go? Where did Nipper go? He went back in here, but he's not in there anymore. I'm not on horny parole. Okay, listen. So there was a thing where I got put in a horny jail during the last segment because I said a thing that I'm not supposed to say while a charity stream is on the front page of Twitch. Listen, I didn't think it was really that bad, but you know what? It's not my stream, so I'm gonna listen. But then it started becoming this thing that at like 270 they would release me from horny jail, and so they hit that and I was released, and I guess now I'm on parole. But listen, by me talking about vor doesn't imply that I condone that. I'm just saying that, listen, if that's something you want to have a little fun game with your friends, that you might be like, wow, Banjo Kazooie is not what I thought that game was about. I'm just offering you entertainment. I don't know what else you want from me. Okay.
Anyway, Banjo Kazooie.
No. I'm not laughing. Like I'm laughing because I found one.
Okay.
And I love it so much that I'm donating $250.
Yo.
So,
Do it, dude. Thank you so much, the completionist, for the two. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
Let me send this to you. Hold on.
No, I got the thing. Oh, page not found. Just kidding.
Oh, no. I got you. I just DM'd it to you on Discord.
Okay. Oh no, really?
Yes.
Bro, come on, dude. No.
Okay.
This is gonna get bad, dude.
No, it's really bad. First off, shout outs to the brave writer Connor Dunlap who made this.
Oh no. Okay, so this is dude, really? Like,
come on, Jack.
okay, for the record, this wasn't my idea. Okay.
All accountability is completely.
Okay, this quote-unquote hot or not Nintendo characters quiz will reveal what % kinky you are.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. I feel like that's fine. For Proton John's stream, come on, dude.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just asking Jules. So, from The Legend of Zelda, we have Link. Hot
really quick.
not?
So that death was intentional. We have everything, so now we're just death warping to the start of the level.
Dang.
And we got everything in Treasure Trove. That's it. I am 2 minutes behind, but it's been a while.
You're doing great.
Thank you. All right. Hit me, Zelda.
So no, it's Link.
Oh, it's
from
Link.
The Legend of Zelda.
So all you have to say,
The
Jules,
Twilight Princess.
is hot or not?
Oh, okay. Hot or not? So Link from Twilight Princess.
Hot
Yeah.
or not?
Yeah, super hot.
Super hot. Okay.
Okay.
Zelda from Twilight Princess.
Hot. Yeah.
Hot. You're just gonna say everyone's hot. Okay, here we go. Fox McCloud.
Nah.
All right. Boo from Mario.
See, it's tough because
He's
I
got his
really
mouth-
like.
For the record, Boo. Just imagine Boo has his mouth open and his tongue is out. Is that hot?
No, I'm a huge fan of Booette, like with the crown, but
No,
Boo,
this is just
yeah, just Boo. No, not Boo.
God, you're so mean, dude. Okay. Zero Suit Samus.
Yeah. Or no, that definitely crosses into. It's tough. I have to figure out where my line is, because I can't just say everyone is hot, So I have to have a firm. I have to have a firm bar. I will say Zero Suit Samus is hot.
Okay. Thank you for stating the obvious. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you for having the right opinion.
Thank you for having a heartbeat. No. From the popular game Mario Brothers, we have Luigi.
Hot.
Is Luigi hot? Okay.
Yeah, definitely. I had to think about it.
There it is. Okay, here we go. From the popular series Mario Brothers, we have Waluigi.
Not. He's more of like I want to have a party with Waluigi. You know what I mean? Like I want to like have
you don't
homie
want to
time
like
with.
party with, you know.
Yeah. Like his
like,
role.
wanna-
His
you-
role in
you
the
wanna
party
hang
is.
out.
Yeah, we just want to. I just want to chill with Waluigi.
Yeah.
Okay, but he's not hot.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
He's yeah.
All right, well, this is gonna be, you gotta really pick this one, you know, you gotta pick the right answer here.
All right.
Think about all the considerations. We have, from Super Mario Brothers, we have Rosalina.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be, Jules?
Rosalina's hot.
Yeah, all right. All right, I think you are now allowed to continue streaming on this channel.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like I'm not reading donations. Okay, we got a couple. Sorry guys, I'll get to your donations in a sec. So now we have the iconic villain from The Legend of Zelda,
Ganon?
Ganondorf.
Ganondorf. Okay.
Yeah, different. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with no.
Dude, well, he's gonna stab you in the neck.
I just.
He doesn't have the Triforce of hot.
I have
you know what I'm saying?
I have to be true to my opinion, you know. Like
Yeah.
I want
All right.
I want an accurate result from this BuzzFeed quiz.
We have a more underground character,
Okay.
Mario.
No.
He's in the indie scene, trying to make it big, you know.
Yeah.
Luigi,
not hot.
Chad, Mario bad. That's
Mario's not, after all you've been through with Mario, really?
Yeah, after all I've been with Mario, excuse my French. Fuck that man.
All right. Well, not fuck him, apparently.
Well, yes,
Okay.
in an unliteral, unsexual sense.
Okay, so not hot.
Not hot.
All right. Here's another one. We have Wario.
No.
I agree.
I mean,
Mario's
yeah.
not hot.
Okay, well, here I know the answer to this
Oh,
one.
okay.
We have Princess Peach.
Yes.
So not hot, according to Family Jewels. No, I'm
Prince
just
of
kidding.
Yes.
How pissed would you be if I said not hot? Like, just missed, like,
I mean, I wouldn't be pissed. I'd just say the result is going to be not correct.
All right, so we have specifically the Super Mario Odyssey version.
Yo, Free
of-
Thinker Bob with the 250, my dude. We're at that story, Jules. For,
Okay, all right,
Brand.
so-
Oh hell yeah! Yeah, we'll take a break. Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it, Jules.
So it's very funny you told me that story about how Grant he texted his son and was like, "Hey, I'm hanging out with, Gerard the Completionist," and he was like a fan of you. So that makes a lot of sense because so I did a video 2 years ago, as I said earlier, with Grant, where I actually went to his house and we jammed on a metal version of the final Gruntilda battle, which you can find on my YouTube channel.
Great video.
Thank you. So after we were done filming, I got to meet his family, and it was absolutely wonderful. They're just the most wholesome, loving family, and they're all great. But there was a moment where his son got home from school or whatever, and Grant said, "Hey, this is Family Jewels, from YouTube or whatever." Probably in exactly the same way that he said to you, like about you, Gerard. And his son was like, "I've never heard of him."
Oof, dude.
So I'm like, oh, it makes sense that Grant went with that for the second one. Perfect.
Dude, Jules. So my girlfriend Samantha, she donated $10 and said, "Jules, you take that back about Fox McCloud, dude."
It's just like
She's mad, dude.
I gotta hit it from like an objective, or not like as subjective as I can. Like objectively, like there is a lot of very redeeming qualities about Fox McCloud, but I gotta have a bar somewhere. I can't just say every character's hot.
I feel that.
I can't.
I respect that. I respect that.
All right, so this is
Hell
one of my
yeah.
favorite tricks in the game, if I can hit it. So this is bolt
Yeah.
jump.
Okay.
Nope, missed it. Never mind.
My bad, dude.
All right, you're good.
What do you think about Bowser? Is he hot?
No,
Keep in mind, hold on, you didn't let me finish.
I
He's
thought you were
wearing-
finished.
He's wearing the Super Mario Odyssey, tuxedo.
Ooh, the tux.
Pretty sexy. Yeah.
So wedding Bowser.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
Definitely up there. You know, like that definitely adds to it, but still no.
Can't
No,
believe
he's ready to get married, dude.
He's
Can't
a
believe
Chad.
it. He's literally dressed for a wedding. Jules.
I
can't
know,
believe it.
but it's not with me. That's what
Whoa.
I'm saying. I don't know what
Whoa,
to tell
dude.
you.
You just defeated Bowser in the fastest way possible with his, by attacking his heart.
Yeah, by attacking his self-esteem.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so is this classic video game character sexy? Yoshi.
No.
Yoshi is the hottest video game character. What is wrong with you? Okay, not hot. All right. What about Princess Daisy?
Yes. Hot.
I mean, okay. You better.
Oh, this is my
better.
favorite part. Oh, okay. So the only reason I'm not getting hit by those is because I'm so unbelievably Sonic fast. There's no trick to it. I'm just really good. So you guys might remember this section from you got to use the gold feathers, but I'm just really fast right now.
I love that.
If you slow that down, what you'll see is I'm doing like anime like lines, speed things. I'm just kidding. There's a dead zone there. You just don't get hit if you walk on the line.
Dude, you had me. I would.
I say like I have a lot of things that I say to like new people who watch this run that like people like will be like, oh my god, is he like just ridiculously good? And the answer is yes, but that's not good. I'm cheating.
Do you think Samus is hot in the suit? In the suit?
In the armor suit?
Yeah, in the Variety suit.
I feel like for who that would appeal to, that is not me. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Like, cause I think there's like a kind of guy that like or girl that really likes like I want a woman who's gonna dress up in all iron and step on me, and that's just not me.
Dude, you don't want just a plasma beam like to the face? You don't think that's hot, dude? Are you kidding me?
Nah, that ain't me, dude.
You don't want just like a grapple beam or anyway. Okay.
Guys, I'm on horny parole, guys. I can't go back to horny jail, man.
Jules is sweating, dude. Jules is sweating, dude. He's gonna do some Hail Marys. Okay. So not hot for some reason. Okay.
Jack with the subtle roast.
It's all right. I just gotta hold to my core here.
Yeah, so we were just talking about his beautiful tie, his sexy tie. What do you think about our boy Donkey Kong? Hot?
Which Donkey Kong are we seeing in the picture?
It's like the one that would be in like Smash Bros. It's not like the 2D one. It's like,
it's not like the Donkey Kong that's made of like 7 total pixels.
No, it's very real and it's furry Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it's Donkey Kong before he runs for senator.
Man, well, I do love a government official, but now I'm gonna have to.
I'm just like asking you about if Yoshi's hot while you're just like.
Yeah, yo, is Yoshi hot, dude?
Dude, answer me, Jules.
I gotta know. How do you feel when I say bladong?
Yeah, so Samus Prime donated saying, would you say Yoshi is cute at least, Jules?
Oh, of course. Well, that's the thing is like there's so many different kinds of like, you know, like attraction. Like hot is like a different, like on a completely different like what do you call it? It's like, you know, in DDR where you have like the little spikes that go to each one. Like there's like cute, there's hot, there's like you know, like conventionally beautiful. You know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of different ones, and I'm looking for the ones who like cross that very, very like hard, like hot spike. You know?
Sure.
Okay, actually, I lied. The quiz is over. So.
Man, I was like ready. I got like all the stats in my head ready for this. I've been just kidding. We're done. All right, what do I got? What do I got?
You are 100% vanilla.
Oh, there you go. I don't belong in horny jail.
It says you have an incredibly fulfilling love life, but kinky things just aren't for you. You know exactly what you want and don't like deviating from your routine because, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Thanks for playing.
That was so worth it.
Yo, $375, and I'll tell you the awesome story about when Grant Kirko recorded his gangster album, or the gangster track for my album. It was incredible. Yo, if someone throws down $100 right now, I will tell an embarrassing fact about myself.
Yo, let's go. Let's go embarrassing facts.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
It's very embarrassing to me, and maybe some people out there will agree or disagree, but I will embarrass myself for you.
Bro, the Switch, man. It's all right. I heard that there's this really cool trick where you can be the bee and get that Jiggy by flying directly into Grunty's naughty place. I can't say that word on a charity stream.
Yeah, no, dude.
But I'll tell you, it rhymes with Grunty.
That self-control, though, dude.
People don't think I could be family friendly. I was in the like a Six Flags version of the Wiggle Show before. Yes, I did get in trouble once for over-sexualizing it on stage, but that was once. I got written up for it, and I learned my lesson. No harm done.
Yo, dude, Gerard, it's time, dude. We got a $100 donation from Misfit AF saying, "Tell it, Gerard." Let's hear it, dude.
You know what? Okay. Who said this? Misfit was the person?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Did I just see another one come in? Is that $200?
No, I don't see any. I see a bunch of $10, but
gotcha.
that was the
There's only
100.
one. Okay.
Oh no, there's literally another. No, you're right. There is another one.
coming in.
Oh, dude, there it is. Dude, you know what? You know what I was gonna say? I'm not gonna back out like a wimp. I was literally gonna say like I'll say an embarrassing story too. So you know what? I'll take one for the team, dude. I'll take this other one, but you go first.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna skip this cutscene, by the way. And just while he's showing me these turtles, I'm just gonna stomp on them anyway.
Okay.
Really?
So,
yeah, go for it.
This story is incredibly embarrassing. Okay, so when I went to school for theater and film, and when I was in high school, I had a long-term girlfriend, and we broke up because high school, and you move on and go to bigger and better things. And this story is a little bit on the 18+ side, but nothing too crazy. So if you are young, I apologize. I will try to censor myself as much as I can. So sprinkles of the stories I'm going to tell. So my dad's from the old country, like Lebanon. He talks like this, and Gerard, you're so weird. Why did you turn out this way? I can't believe you. So I'm 19 years old. I haven't dated a girl in probably 6-7 months. And my dad, because I'm a theater guy, you know, I'm practicing my craft. He goes, Gerard, why are you the gay? Are you the gay? If you are the gay, it is okay. Just tell me you're the gay, so I know. You just tell me, I love you. You're my son, but please tell me if you're the gay. I need to know. And I go, Dad, I'm not the gay.
I am not the gay.
Yeah. He goes, no, you're the gay. You're the gay. I know you. Just tell me. It's okay. I love you. I support you. I'm like, Dad, I'm okay. Sure. I'm fine, Dad. And he goes, oh, well, I don't see you date girl. I don't see a girl around here. I'm like, okay. All right, Dad.
Where's the girl at, dude?
Yeah, exactly. So my dad made me kind of think to myself, like, you know what? I'm not the gay, but like, I definitely. It's been a while since I've talked to a girl, and there was a girl at the time that I was kind of into, that I was scared to talk to, and I was like, you know what? I should just like break that barrier. What do I have to lose? You know, like, you don't take the shots you don't get, right? You gotta do them. So, I asked the girl out, and she said yes. And I was like, yay! So I went back to my dad, and I was like, Dad, I asked this girl out. I'm so stoked. And he was like, oh, I'm so happy for you, Gerard. I'm so happy. So I go, I'm getting dinner reservations, I'm cleaning my suit, all this stuff. And I come home, and on my desk is a 36 pack of condoms from Costco.
Yo,
like the Kirkland
Ooh,
brand.
Oh no.
Costco. And all he wrote on it with a sticker was, you know what to do. And I was like,
please tell me there's a winky face too.
Yo, let's make some balloon animals.
Yeah, let's go.
So I'm like, okay, whatever, Dad. This is going nowhere. I don't know what you're talking about. So I go on the date. We went and saw a movie. We got dinner. It was a pretty decent date. And at the time, I didn't have my own apartment yet, so I was at my parents, and she's local. So I take her back to my parents' house, and everything was going great. We're staying up till 2, 3, 4 in the morning, watching TV and movies, and just getting to know each other. It was 4 in the morning, 4:30, and I got this instinct that was man, I should make a move. I should try and do something. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? But let's just.
But if it does, you have 36 condoms ready to go.
Yeah,
hell yeah,
I'm over. Thanks to my pops, I'm over prepared. So I just was I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And I went to go kiss her, and instead of kissing her, I fell over myself, and I have huge hands. My right hand full on cupped her boob, like a goblin.
No, not good.
It was like a crunch kind of thing.
Not
and
good, dude.
and I sat there and I was like, this is not good. I messed up. And she looks at me, and we start hooking up.
Let's go.
It worked. So
Disclaimer:
we're
that doesn't always.
Yeah, the
work.
disclaimer.
that does
Don't.
not work. That does not work.
Do not take this as dating advice.
Yeah,
not
definitely get consent.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay, continue.
This was a mistake. The vibe was very wrong, and it corrected itself. Happy accident.
Yes, but happy accident.
Keyword accident. Okay.
Yes.
continue.
So we start hooking up. It's getting really hot and heavy, and she takes her shirt off. I take off mine. I get her bra off. Things are going great, and we're downstairs in the living room. So that's the smartest thing. But we should I'm we can go upstairs to my room kind of thing. And I didn't say that though. We just were going at it. And then all of a sudden I hear.
Oh no.
What?
And I look up, and my dad is sleepwalking into the room.
Oh, dude.
He is not understanding what is going on. He walks in on me. It's bad vibes.
Bad vibes.
And this girl has nowhere to hide. And so I grab her and I hold her into my chest, and I turn towards the couch so that my dad can't see her. And my dad thinks I'm sleeping. And he comes in and he goes, Gerard. And I go, yeah, Dad. And he goes, have you done her yet?
Oh my god, dude.
And I go, no, Dad, I haven't. And he goes, okay, I go make oatmeal. He goes in the kitchen. He makes Insta oatmeal. And then he sits next to me on the couch.
No!
Not realizing at all that this young girl is in my arms.
Dad, no!
And
Was
I could feel her crying and laughing into my chest. I just was sitting there.
Okay.
And then the whole time he's like, Gerard, when you come from behind, you must be very careful to not hurt. It is not, you do not want to hurt them. You want to be gentle. And I'm sitting there and I'm like,
There's no way.
He went on for 15 fucking minutes and
Oh
never
my-
realized. He never realized that he was this happened.
Yeah, so this
And
was
so-
he was sleeping this whole time.
He was in his own zone. And so he's like, okay, I go to bed. So he gets up and he goes to bed. And I get up. She looks at me, and she was like, "I'd like to go home."
Yes.
And I was like, I would, and I said I would like that too. And so I gave her things. I drove her home, and I never spoke to her ever again.
Oh no.
And that is my embarrassing dad story.
Oh no, dude.
Also, chat, I love you guys. Yeah. So from there, I think we also hit the next Grant Kirko story. So I guess I can just go into that one.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, so Grant Kirko and this story. So Jake Hoffman and I, we made this boy band album, Big Bad Bosses. It was a 6 month process of making this thing, and we were like, wouldn't it be great if we had like an actual comedy track with like a legend, you know? Like, what if we got someone like Grant Kirko to be on this track? And he was like, yeah. So Jake was like, well, I know Grant, and I was like, well, I know Grant. So why don't we ask Grant? So we asked Grant, and Grant said, yeah, of course. And we were both like, oh, okay, cool. So Grant comes to the studio, and we wrote this gangster rap for him called Bears and Birds, and it's a very filthy track. If you've got time, I give you permission, go to YouTube and look at the uploader who uploaded it, or if you like my music, you can always get it on Bandcamp or Spotify. And so Grant comes in the studio and lays he does this whole thing in one take, Jules.
Of course he does. I'm not even surprised.
He's
and I'm
never
sure he
read
was
it
all like,
before.
okay, really quickly, this is one of my favorite parts of the run. I know I keep saying that, but so you know the twinkly section here?
Yeah.
What's really fun about this is the Grumblies won't actually eat anything if they're off screen. So this is a great time to get up and stretch.
Wait, so if you look away, you just win? That's incredible. That's insane.
I know literally like no one asked, but since I am a man of my word, I could tell like an embarrassing story for me too. But it's like it's not as cool or like I don't know if cool is the word, but it's not as epic as yours. Mine's like really silly like in comparison, but freaking like when I was like a little kid, I was like 3 years old. I went to an orchestra. Like I was like my first orchestra, and it was really cool. But like for some reason, I had a nightmare that night. Like in my dream, like was that I woke up out of bed, and literally like in my hallway there was just a trombone. And it was just like staring at me like the trombone, and it just started playing this most cursed like atonal messed up music, and it was like so scary, and it was like I was like running from it, and it was just chasing me down this hallway like this trombone. And like literally for like a year I was afraid of trombones. Like actually like literally I was like legitimately afraid of trombones. And then I realized that that's kind of silly, so I stopped. But like, I still remember the dream, dude. It just had such an impact on me. Like, yeah, I don't know. It was just like this. Like, imagine this super washed out in reverb, just like.
Yo,
Did it sound like Mansion Basement from Resident Evil Director's Cut?
Yeah, layer that like 10 times and like shift it.
Amazing.
Like, yeah. It was just so messed up, dude. So anyway, enjoy $100 for that story. I hope you enjoyed it.
So Grant comes in the studio, and he does it in one take. Like he comes in, it's like, hey, I have somewhere to be. And they're like, oh, where do you have to go? He's like, I have to get my son from school. And we're like, oh, yeah, you're a parent. Oh, it's 11 a.m. Oh, what time does he get out? He's out at 2. Oh, so we have like a 2-hour window. Cool. So Grant comes in, doesn't even get to read the lyrics. He just like does it in 2 takes, the whole song. And he was like, all right, I gotta go, bye, and just left. And we were like, what the? That was incredible, Grant. He's like, I gotta go, sorry, and just like he disappeared. It was like a cowboy came in, shot the villain, and walked away, and we didn't get a chance to thank the hero. You know what I mean? It was that crazy. So a couple of months go by. We're mixing the album down, and we talked about. So the song is very filthy, very very filthy. And so I reached out to Grant because I wanted to be respectful, and I said, "Hey Grant, I want you to hear the song." And Grant is like, this is so good. This is incredible. It's so good. I'm gonna play it for my wife.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no. So he plays it for his wife, and he calls me and goes, hey, so I loved it. My wife is not the biggest fan. And she's in the background, and she's like, why'd you have to swear so much, Grant? and I was like, I'm so sorry. We wrote the lyrics. Like, we asked him to, and he was like, well, you know, what are you gonna? Is there gonna be any kind of censoring? And so Jake and I were like, oh, it'd be so funny if we took like a banjo and like a kazoo, and like we used that to censor what Grant is saying, because the song is called Bears and Birds. So we'll just use like, you know, like bear and bird and like kazoo and banjo noises to like cover the swears. And at the same time, the original version was so freaking good. And so we were like, okay, well, let's go ahead and release both on the album. So there's the censored version, the radio edit, and then there's the uncensored version. So we released both. And I didn't tell Grant we were releasing both. And so he called me from the car and was like, hey, so I loved it.
Yeah.
My wife wasn't the biggest fan of it. And his wife was like, Gerard, why didn't you make my husband say those things? And I was like, I'm so sorry. Can I buy you some flowers? Can I make it up to you? And she was like, you don't have to. But Grant was like, please send something, please. Like, I'm so, like, I didn't realize I'd get in trouble. I'm so sorry. My kids are gonna listen to this. And I said, you know, Mrs. Kirko, I'm so sorry that your husband dropped a sick beat that the internet will now remember. I know it seems irresponsible as an adult, but like, he will go down forever as a legend. And this song is like a redemption for DK64 rap. Like, it's designed to be like, you know, like Grant gets his revenge kind of thing from everyone making fun of him over the years, and it's brilliant. So now when you hear that song, if you choose to listen to it, you will just hear Grant Kirko be incredibly powerful of a man. He's so good in it. I highly recommend it. Tell you what, every $100, or rather, I don't know if I have that many stories, but if someone donates another 100, I'll tell another story about my dad and our relationship and the crazy shit and the crazy shit that I've been in with him. I've got a few more stories for you. Some of you may have heard them from different, you know, I told one yesterday during the TMNT segment of the BizHawk, but I'll tell you another if we get another $100. And then Jules, I think you have another Grant Kirko story in 200 if you've got one.
Yeah. Freaking my girlfriend Samus Prime donates $10 saying, I don't know how to say this, Jack, but there's a trombone behind you.
Oh my God! I feel like there's only one way to say that, and that is, Jack, there's a trombone behind you. I'm not really sure that you have
this, but
yeah, I don't know if you have like a lot of options there. It's pretty much that and that.
Okay, so another dad story. Okay, a lot of you guys, if you're fans of Game Grumps or podcasts of YouTube friends, you may have heard this story. But this one's a great one because it's like a 3 or 4 long year adventure that takes place on my birthday every year. Here we go. So when I was 16, 17 years old, in high school, my brother's in the tech industry. You know, he used to work for MySpace. I used to work for MySpace. You know, he had a lot of friends who worked at Microsoft, and when the Xbox, people already in the chat already know what's coming. The Xbox original had just been out, and I really wanted to get one. And I didn't really have any connections or money at the time. And my brother was like, yo, my friend at Microsoft, he's getting the new Xbox. It's not announced yet. You know, he kind of said if we, you know, hook him up, we pay him, he can get us one really early. And I was like, oh, dude, that'd be so cool. I would love that. I'd be like the one guy in high school that's got like an Xbox, you know, whatever it's called, you know, because it wasn't, no one really knew what its name was at the time. So I go to my dad and I'm like, Dad, Jock's got this hookup to get an Xbox, the new Xbox. I really would love one. And he goes, you want the Xbox? I'll get you the Xbox. So my birthday falls on December, January, right? It's like Christmas, and then my birthday is like early in January 3rd. So Christmas comes around, and for Christmas I got 2 pair of 12.5 white, brand new Kirkland Costco branded pairs of shoes.
Yeah, let's go.
So,
Yeah, dude.
You know, couple weeks go by. It's my birthday. And my dad goes, Gerard, we'll do one for your birthday. And I'm like, Dad, you know what? That Xbox, you know, Jock's got the hookup. I'd love that prototype. It'd be really cool if, you know, I get that Xbox. He goes, you want the Xbox? I get you the Xbox. So for my birthday that year, I got 2 pair of 12.5 white Kirkland Costco branded pairs of shoes. And no Xbox. Fast forward 11 months later, we're back in November, December. I'm a year older. My dad and everyone's going, Gerard, what do you want for Christmas? And I go, okay, well, see, we know what the Xbox 360 is called. You know, it's not out yet, but I want to pre-order it. It's coming out next year. I'd love to get, you know, a pre-order for it. And he goes, you want the Xbox? I get you an Xbox. So for Christmas that year, I got 2 pair of 12.5 white Kirkland Costco brand pair of shoes. A couple weeks go by. It's my 18th birthday. And my dad goes, Gerard, what do you want for your birthday? And I go, Dad, you know, this is kind of a joke now. I'm not sure if I want to do this. You know, you want me to ask about this Xbox. You know what I want. And he goes, oh, you want the Xbox? I get you Xbox. So for my birthday, I got 2 pair of 12.5 white Kirkland Costco brand pair of shoes. Fast forward 11 months later, it's December again. Gerard, what do you want for Christmas? And I said, you know what? I don't want anything. Don't get me a thing. I don't want a single thing for Christmas. And he goes, why not? Why not? Goes, because every time I ask, you just give me the wrong thing and not even listen. And he goes, what do you want? Tell me what you want. And I go, Dad, the new Xbox 360 just came out. I could have had it 2 years ago. I could have had it last year. I just would love an Xbox. And he goes, you want the Xbox? I get you Xbox. So for Christmas that year, I got 2 pair of 12.5 white Kirkland costed brand pair of shoes.
Is that 12 now? You have 12 pairs.
I think it's 10.
10? Okay, 10.
Yeah.
All right.
So my birthday, a couple of weeks later, my dad goes,
okay, go ahead.
You have a question? No, you have a question to ask.
So there was never a point at this where you're just like, Dad, is it possible that you have confused the Microsoft Xbox with, for some reason, this shoe? Question mark.
I'm sure that's like, let's let him get to the punchline.
Yeah.
So something you should, I mean, at this point, between the condoms and the shoes, it's Kirkland Costco. So my dad loves shopping at Costco.
Oh, okay.
So his whole thing is, if it's at Costco, I'm getting it, right?
Right, yeah.
So it's my 19th birthday. My dad goes, Gerard, what do you want? And I was like, Dad, nothing. Don't give me anything. I don't want a single thing. And he goes, do you really want that Xbox? I go, Dad, I don't care. I got my Nintendo Wii. I'm fine. I don't want an Xbox. It's okay. He goes, okay, I get you Xbox. So for my birthday, I open up the wrapper, and in the box is an Xbox 360 box.
What's in the box?
And I start freaking out. I lifted the box and I felt the weight. And I immediately knew that inside was not an Xbox 360. And I opened the box, and inside is one pair of 12.5 white Kirkland Costco brand pair of shoes. And my dad was laughing his ass off the entire time.
Oh my god,
what a troll, dude.
And I asked him, I was like, Dad,
what the fuck?
What are you doing? Is this a bit? I don't understand. And I said, you realize that you had to go and buy an Xbox 360, remove the console, buy the shoes.
Yeah.
You threw the Xbox away.
And I go, where did you even get the Xbox box? And he goes, oh, I did work partnership with Microsoft. They give me 30 Xboxes. What? And I sat there and I was like, you're telling me you have 30 goddamn Xbox 360s at your office? And he goes, yeah, they're from my vendors. And I go, and I don't get one? And he goes, fuck no, you don't get one. Go buy yourself an Xbox 360.
That's awesome, dude.
So the point is, I never got that Xbox. I had to save up and buy my own Xbox.
Oh my God! You know who is getting an Xbox is Direct Relief with the $450 donation. They're not going to spend that on it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much for the donation. The $450 donation, which will not be spent on an Xbox, by the way.
We owe 2 stories, I think. Jules, I think. Do you have another Grant Kirko story you want to share?
I have a Grant Kirko story. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, I have embarrassing stories, but I've told them on my cast, which I guess this is different, so I can tell them here too if I want to. But all right. So the story of how I met Grant Kirko was he eventually saw I did a medley of music from Donkey Kong 64, and he reached out to me and he was like, "Oh my God, I loved it. Thank you so much for doing all this stuff with the music." He's super humble and he loves it when fans do stuff for him. Like he's constantly retweeting stuff from fans. In fact, sometimes a little bit. I'll just say, one time he accidentally retweeted a Banjo Kazooie art that was not safe for most works because your boy Twitter cropping. But anyway.
Oh no.
Yeah, it had something to do with licking between Kazooie's toes or something. I don't know. So anyway, so like the idea was like, you know, like I mean, you know, I was young and I was like 20 or something. So like I don't even think I left my state for like years after. So I was just like, wow, it's so cool that, you know, I'm getting to talk to like my childhood, you know, composer hero and stuff like that. But I never really expected that there would ever be a time where I would get to meet him. Fast forward to a few years later, and I'm going to conventions pretty regularly. By the way, I'm not supposed to touch the ground, so I'm going to try not to touch the ground. The ground is lava, and I'm going to steal this from him, and I got the jiggy. But so I'm going to PAX's, and Grant does this thing where he'll announce that he's going to a con about like 4.5 minutes before he gets there. And yeah, so suddenly Grant Kirko is at PAX West. And I've been, you know, in my head, like training, you know, I was just like, all right, the day I meet Grant Kirko, you know, this is how I'm going to show him my gratitude. I'm not going to be too much of a fanboy, but I'm definitely going to make sure he knows I respect him. You know, like I do all this stuff, right? Side note, I'm at PAX West, and I'm kind of a new Twitch partner at this point. And I'm trying to get into the hype, Twitch party. You know, those hype-ass Twitch parties that they have. The way they do that is they look up to make sure that you are a partner on their list. And this was the 3rd Twitch party in a row that I could not go to, and the reason... yeah, I think... No, so there was 3 parties in a row that I didn't end up going to. The 3rd one was because I had a +1 that I couldn't put anywhere else, and they would not allow +1s. This one, they just couldn't find me on the partner list and didn't believe me that I was a partner. So I was, you know, I'm just like, oh, okay, I can show you an email and stuff. And they're like, no, you got to be on the list. I'm sorry, we can't. So I'm rip shit, man. I'm just angry because like this was the 2nd time in a row that, you know, for some reason I can't go to the cool Twitch party. I want to network, bro. And I go over to my buddy Danny. He's Danny Baranowski. He did the music to Super Meat Boy and Binding of Isaac and eventually Cadence of Hyrule and stuff. And I go to him and I'm about to be like, dude, I'm so pissed off right now. I look to his left and there's Grant Kirko. I've never met this man before, and I'm raging like a little annoyed, you know, like full of himself, like, how dare they not know who I am, Family Jewels Twitch partner. And Grant Kirko is like, "Hi, man, I'm Grant Kirko. How you fucking doing, mate?" Or whatever he says. And yeah, so literally you never know, man. You never know when you meet your heroes. Sometimes you can prep yourself for everything, and it doesn't matter.
So since you're in the middle of like literally a world record speedrun,
yes.
Should I come down and do like a fat hiker dance?
No, I'll do a hiker dance right now.
You're gonna do it?
Yeah. Is there a way that you can play the hiker dance over Discord? Because that's the one thing I can't do.
Bro, I do not know how to do that.
I don't know. You'd have to like connect to someone's desktop and allow your audio to be on.
Okay. That's not gonna be loud enough.
Dude,
whatever.
The multitasker, dude.
Okay. Alexa, Play Backpack Hiker Spotted from Pokemon Black and White. Nope, incorrect. Alexa, that is incorrect. Please stop.
Is he gonna come through?
All right, let's do this, guys. Hey! This is very difficult. Yeah, still doing it. Yay! 280,000! Woo!
Hell yeah.
Hell
And
yeah.
as a reward for getting this, I'm going to award Gerard with 2 pairs of size 12.
Thank you. So we owe a bunch of stories, but I don't want to burn everyone out with dad stories. So I do want to tell a wholesome story about Jack, if that's okay.
Do it.
Should I wait for Jack, or should I just?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, there he is. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna tell a wholesome story about how I discovered Jack on Twitch.
Oh my God! I forgot the case and I died.
So I want to tell you guys my Jack story.
Yes, Jack story.
Oh,
Jack
no.
story. So no, this is a good one. Jack.
Okay.
So when Mario Maker 2 was announced, the E3 going into Mario Maker 2, many of you probably watched or heard about the whole what's it called? Nintendo World Championship they do, right? Like they didn't do it that year, but it was like there was Splatoon 2 championships and the Smash Bros championships, and there was the Super Mario Maker 2 Invitational, where basically Nintendo would take 2 Twitch streamers, 2 YouTubers, and put them into a situation where they would compete. And on the back end side, so I wasn't really involved in that, like in the early process of it. But I was like, you know what? I'm a Nintendo influencer, ambassador guy. I'll just go ahead and like send an email and be like, hey, can I attend this? And so I wrote an email like, hey, I would love to compete. And mind you, I have a great relationship with Nintendo. It's not this good where I can just like request things and things happen. Like 9 out of 10 times when I ask them from Nintendo, I don't hear back, or it's like, sorry, we're out, that kind of thing. So I was like, hey, I'd love to be involved. I think it'd be really cool. And they wrote back, we'd love to have you. You're in. And I was like, oh, cool. That's sick. Yeah, great. I'm in. And so suddenly I'm one of the 4 participants in the Mario Maker 2 Invitational. I was really excited. It was really cool. I'm pretty good at Mario. I've done a lot of Kaizo stuff. I'm not like the greatest Mario player, but like I'm relatively good. So I'm playing Mario Maker all the time. I'm training. And I got invited to this event, and I go. And the whole time I was like, this is going to be great. I'm going to have a great time. And then in the opening ceremony of Mario Maker, the Mario Maker Invitational, they put like headphones on my head. You can watch this actually, and you can see it. You can see me fall apart on camera. It's incredible. So I'm going last in this race, and against Abdallah, and they put headphones on me that are noise canceling, and then in my headphones they put a noise maker, so it like cancels out all the audio on the outside, and then on the inside they're putting in like a rhythmic beat creator, essentially like a drum. And I'm a drummer, so like I hear that beat and immediately my heart and my mind are like, keep up with the beat. So I'm like trying to calm myself, and I'm like creating snare, riffs and stuff like that, and I'm like trying to get hype. And then I realized that I'm having a hard time breathing. I'm like, oh god, I'm not doing too good. I realized that like I kind of shocked my system into having a panic attack. Like I couldn't breathe right. I was freaking out. and they put these things on my head, and I didn't realize like what's going on. So if you play back, the announcers are like, completionist is still right now. There's something going on with him.
Oh,
and so
no.
so they take off my headphones, and they take off my blindfold mask and all this stuff, and I like can't see anything. I'm dazed. I'm like, I've been a performer my whole life. I never get stage fright. This is the first time it's ever happened to me. And so I'm sitting there like, this is not good. This is really bad. And I go to perform in the first round, and I just get stomped. I just brutally got destroyed on the floor. And I was not doing really good. It was really bad. I was like, I don't deserve to be here. I'm a mess. I really want to go home. I don't deserve this. Like, they should have gotten someone better. And so after the first round, we did like a follow-up round, and I kind of did okay, and I ended up actually making the top 2, like right then and there. They had like an opening round, and they had a tag team round, and whoever won the tag team round was then put in the like one-on-one to the end of the race. So I make it in the top 2 somehow, and I'm still like having this panic attack thing. And I'm not feeling great. I'm down on myself. There's millions of people out there watching this Mario Maker event, and I'm just having a mental breakdown. And I look up in the rafters, and I see one of my employees at the time, Bradley. You guys may know him online as Joe Schiller. And I was looking up there, and I was like, I was just really down on myself. And I just see him screaming at the top of his lungs, cheering me on. And it was like I got hit with a shock, and I was like, okay, I'm up, I'm ready to go. And suddenly I'm like back in the race. I start beating up Dahl in a lot of the races. I start coming back and winning. I'm like feeling great. I end up winning the best of the round, and then I ended up losing the championship match, unfortunately. And that was really hard to take in because I had this like personal issue, right? So I was like, oh man, that was really exciting and really cool, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. But I got second place. It was really cool. So that was the end of it, right? I was like, this is really rad. I then opened my phone afterwards because I don't have my phone on me, right? They won't allow us to have our phones for cell phone reception stuff. And I opened my phone, and for the first time in a while, I was being like publicly shamed and criticized for my Mario Maker abilities. I was really just pressed, like people being like, Grand Pooh Bear should have been there, Paco should have been there, Feeny should have won, like all the Mario Maker, Ryu Akar should have won, all this stuff, and he wasn't even there, like all this stuff. And I was so just like, wow. I just like crumbled in myself. I was like, this is the worst. Like I thought I was gonna come to this event and like do good and represent, as a good Nintendo ambassador. And I even like people who were following me on Twitter who were like fans of mine were like, I love you, man, but God, that was awful. Like that whole kind of thing, right?
Jesus.
So and then like of course like Nintendo on their YouTube channel, like my face is the thumbnail, so I get to publicly live with the fact that like I had a panic attack in front of millions of people. I failed this event. I got second place. People thought I didn't deserve to be there. It was just like I was having this emotional like, well, that was my day on the internet. So I come home and I go to my office and I'm like, I'm gonna work. I'm gonna complete some games just to like relax. And I log on to Twitch, and freaking Adriana just singing her heart out, and I'm like, man, this is great. I love this. This is making my day. Like truly making my day. Adriana is just doing her thing on Twitch, and it's lifting my spirits, and I'm feeling good. And then she's like, hey, I'm gonna go raid my friend Jack, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'll stick around. And then like I go to the raid, and Jack, you're shredding, dude. You are blowing it up. Your chat pit is going crazy, popping off, like all this stuff is happening, and I was like picked up. I was like, this fucking dude rocks. God damn.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you.
And so I just started donating to you. And you were like, oh shit, it's Gerard the Completionist chat. And then like
yeah, dude, I was popping off.
Yeah, and then chat was like, oh shit, Gerard. And like it just was like this inverse of positivity where like I didn't expect, after being destroyed in front of millions of people, I thought like that was the whole thing, right? That was the whole thing. The internet just hated me. And then frickin' Jack and his audience just like picked me up, put me on the shoulders without realizing it in that way. And I'll never forget that because it meant so much to me. So whenever I see Jack stream, I gotta show up. I gotta get in that chat pit.
Get in that chat pit. Open it up.
Dude, that's freaking awesome, man. I remember you were having a really hard time, like, but I didn't know the whole story. So that's like, damn. I'm so glad that I could do that for you, man. Like, cause you absolutely don't deserve that negativity. You deserve all the positivity because you're like a freaking badass on the internet. Like, but yeah, dude, I mean, that's freaking sick, dude. I literally thought it was like you were like a fake account at first because I'm like, there's no way the freaking completionist is in my stream right now.
I think you ran in and grabbed your girlfriend and you were like, babe, it's him, he's in the chat.
Dude, yeah, man, like literally, that was just amazing, dude. Like, yeah, because I discovered you on Game Grumps, because like I was like, I was a huge fan of Game Grumps, and it was like, I think it was Sonic 3 that you were playing, and you were just like owning on that, dude, and like,
oh, thank you.
Yeah, and the thing that's just like, the thing that I love so much about that Let's Play was just like, you just had like the coolest vibe about you. I don't know, and like that's literally how you are now. That's you, but like, I just remember at the time, I'm like, this guy is like so freaking chill, dude. It wasn't like anything in particular that you said. It was just like the overall vibe. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and that just like, yeah. So I was pretty much just like a fan like instantly. And I was just like, this guy is awesome. And then obviously like your videos are super entertaining, so that's good too, obviously. But yeah, dude, like that's freaking sick, dude. So yeah, when I saw you in my Twitch stream, I was like, holy shit, dude, there he is. There it is, dude. And then yeah, and you were popping off with like the donations too, and that was like, that meant a lot to me too, because like literally like, at the time I wasn't pulling like as many viewers. I mean, I still was, but I wasn't like at that phase of being on Twitch, just like, like it, I don't know how to say it. I was just new to streaming on Twitch, and I was doing a lot more like imposter syndrome vibes, Yeah. And like, yeah, so like when you were popping off like that, I was like, yo, dude, I'm ordering an extra large pizza tonight.
Yeah.
Go, dude. Like, dude.
Yeah, you messaged me too. I remember
sick.
you were just like, dude, Gerard was in my chat. I'm like, yeah, I love Gerard. He's sick. Like,
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, he like donated. I'm like, of course Gerard did. Gerard's sick. He's the coolest guy.
Yeah. And then I remember I got paid from a sound drop or whatever, and I saw I was like got like so much money from that, and then I realized that you bought like every one of my albums or something.
Yep.
Yeah,
I did.
like,
I bought all your albums and I put you on my rotation for like Spotify and all that stuff. So like, Apple Music and all that. So I just like kept listening to your shit, and I still do to this day. It's great.
That's so dope, dude. Thank you, man. Yeah, cause like, I don't know. I just like it's so cool, dude. I don't know. I love that kind of shit. That's the like content creator stuff that you love to hear. Just like, that it's such a great way to like find a friend that's like also a content creator. It's just when you're like, you discover them and you're like, dude, this guy's content is sick, and you have no idea that you're gonna be friends one day. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just like the genuine, like you're just a viewer. You know what I mean? And that's what people say. They're just like, how do I become friends with my favorite content creator? I'm like, just like don't ask that question. Just like let the path like unfold. You know what I mean? Because that's how like that story and my story, like how we met each other, like that's how it should happen. It's just like the genuine like discovering of each other in that respect, and like what we can do for each other,
It's also like, Chad Jordan just said the word paths in chat, and like you got to be cool with the fact that your path might not cross with who you think that it should. And I think there might be some people in chat who will never meet the completionist Gerard, completer of games, or Toxic Eternity, shredder of guitars, or Family of Jewels, doorbeller of doorbells. Like, it's just gonna be like whatever. Like, you're gonna meet the people who you're gonna meet, and that's gonna be your path, and your paths might cross. But I think I don't know. There is something interesting too about like, I know a lot of people who we'll talk about like, how do I become a video game metal guitarist on YouTube and get, you know, big and make a lot of money and stuff like that. And I always look at it like, I don't think that's what you want to do. I think you just want to do something rad and make money doing it. You know, like you see, like I'm on video and I'm playing guitar and I'm having the time of my life. You know, you're seeing Gerard, he's playing video games and he's killing it. And you know, there's stressors, man. You know, it's not all what it looks like on the camera all the time. This does tie in, and it's that like you just want to do the thing that you want to do, that you enjoy doing, and you're gonna meet the people that you're gonna meet doing that thing, and that might not necessarily be whatever it is, but if you just follow that thing, you're gonna meet people who are not necessarily just like cooler than somebody like me, or definitely Jack, because Jack sucks. But like, like mostly like,
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, you're welcome, dude. But like somebody who's cooler for you to know. You know what I mean? Because like sometimes like it's true for us, like that's what happened. It was just like, oh dude, like it just worked out perfectly because like we were just vibing and we were doing our thing, and then suddenly, you know, like Gerard, it just so happened that the paths crossed like that. And I think that's perfect, and that is how it should be. But that's just to also shield people from being like, oh, I'm gonna start doing metal guitar covers on Twitch, and then Gerard will come and donate me a lot of money. It's not quite like that, but you know what? Who knows? Somebody might still do it.
In that situation that you were in, where you were just like, you know, you had such a hard time in that competition thing, like competing when it comes to video games is so freaking hard. I could never do that kind of stuff. Like it's so stressful, dude. Like with music, it's like I love that it's not competitive because I just can't do that's so stressful, dude. But yeah, like even in those situations, man, I could never lose. Like I could never, I don't want to say like lose respect, but I could never like hate on somebody for having like a bad competition. Like it's not about that, you know what I mean? It's about like the overall, like the passion and the dedication that you put into it, you know?
I think there's a lot of people who feel like just tagging onto that. I think is important. It's just like when you're in that moment, it's just like all of those bad ones like compound because you're like taking stock of those ones, and you're not like taking stock of like, you know, the majority of people who are just like, oh man, you know, tough day, you know, I understand. It sucks. It's like, you know, everyone's been there, and it's so easy to say it when you're not there. You know what I mean? Like when we're here, we're like, oh man, you know, it's all good, you know? Yeah. But, dude, it's crushing. It's so bad. But yeah, it's tough, man.
You experience so many different emotions. It's almost like you're going through like 7 stages of grief, but the grief is like yourself.
Yeah.
Like you just kind of go in the zone of like, am I a good person? Do I do good things? Oh my gosh, I'm a bad person. I don't.
What is my purpose? You pass butter.
Dude.
like
so,
dude.
I feel like I need to give Gerard like a BuzzFeed quiz, right? And like, so this, like, right, Jules? Okay. Cause like, I don't
go for it.
And this is the quiz. It's called "How much of a gamer are you?"
Yes, I need to know this.
How much of a gamer is literally?
If he's not 100% gamer, then this doesn't make any sense.
Dude, this is actually dangerous, dude. What if you're not 100% a gamer?
I get kicked out of the
TRG. Are you gonna lose? Like, is this actually like bad for your career? If like, is this? Are you okay with this?
Okay with this for charity.
Okay.
For charity.
Okay. Like. Okay, dude. Just let me. Okay, so check all the gaming achievements you've completed. Have you stayed up all night trying to beat a video game?
Absolutely. That's like every day of my life.
Yeah.
Have you dressed as a video game character for Halloween?
Yes, Cloud.
Have you consumed multiple energy drinks in a gaming session?
Yes.
Immediately looked up walkthroughs online?
Yes.
Made a deal with a friend to help you get a multiplayer achievement?
All the time, yeah. I make my friends play games that no one cares about because I need the achievements.
Thrown your controller during a rage quit?
Yes, but not as it's more like I threw it up in the air and caught it again.
Okay.
Like as a trick, it was like a trick. He did like a flip.
Damn it! Throw it up in the air and catch it.
Yeah.
Blown
into a cartridge to make it work?
Absolutely.
I did that during the stream multiple times.
Damn, you're a gamer, dude.
I do 100%.
All right, owned an Atari.
Yes.
Owned an original NES.
Yes.
All right, owned a Game Boy.
Yes.
Dude, this is stupid. Sorry, this is basic. I want to see like
It's just
freaking like.
There's quizzes that are made by people who are like, do you remember the Game Boy? Do you remember Tetris? And it's like, yes, we do. Great. These are my top 10 favorite Game Boy games. Number 1, Mario. Number 2, Tetris.
Yeah.
Right, okay, we get it.
Oh,
yeah.
here we go.
Well, somebody said this is BuzzFeed level questions. I'm pretty sure this is off BuzzFeed, right?
That's the point. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, here's one for you. Have you ever 100%ed a game? Wow, absolutely just shameful, dude. Shameful. All right, I'm out of this.
Every other day, I at least get into 100% somewhere.
All right, well, congratulations, you are a gamer. You did it.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been thinking about that. I made this tweet once that I can't remember, like, because I was up late just thinking, and I realized that everything in this universe is either a gamer or isn't a gamer. And it got me thinking, what is a gamer? And now I know that it is what BuzzFeed says.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
That was like the worst thing I've ever done. Like, have you ever consumed an energy drink while playing Mario?
Yeah, I know.
Brothers? It's just
It's
like,
almost
wow.
like condescending. Like it's almost.
I know, right?
Calm down. It's okay.
I know, dude. A $100 donation from Mulligan saying, loving all of these late night stories. Here is to another. Hell yeah. More stories, Gerard.
Right, more stories.
Let's get it, dude.
Let's see. Okay, I'll tell the story about how John and I met and why I owe John my career, even though he will say that he doesn't. I started YouTube in 2011. This is my 10th year in September doing it, which is crazy to think about. But early on, like I'd say like 7 months into YouTube, I probably, I've been completing a game a week every week for the last 9.5 years, and I took my first real break in March to take care of my health as we're preparing for the 400th game, which is next week's episode. So I'm excited to get back on that train. In the beginning, there was 6-7 months of hard work that I kind of felt like I was kind of just kind of putting into an empty hole, like I just was, back in the day when you did a YouTube video, when you uploaded it, your whole audience saw it, so I had 10,000 subscribers, I uploaded a video, 10,000 people watched it, it was like doing your homework. You get a check mark, you got an A for doing your homework. And I didn't make a single dollar on YouTube until my second or third year, and so it's rough, right?
Mood, yeah.
You've been there, Jack, you've been there. It's so hard. And everyone just thinks you get hundreds of thousands of views and suddenly you're a millionaire. It's like it's very far away from that.
Yeah.
So early on in my career, I got into an MCN, and back in the day when you were in an MCN in 2011, that's a big deal.
Hot shit.
You're the shit, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get vetted by, I was with the Game Station. I think all of us were with the Game Station.
I was with the Game Station a few months before they changed over
to Polaris.
Polaris, yeah.
Yeah. So in order to get into the Game Station back in the day, you need to be recommended from 3 YouTubers. You just had to be recommended. That was what it was. They were like, we're only letting in 15 or 30 creators a year. That's how exclusive it was. And the contracts that they gave out were so awful.
Mm-hmm.
I sent it to a lawyer, and I was like, this isn't real, right? And they're like, no, this is very, don't sign this.
That's always the most terrifying thing. This is a joke, right?
This is they're like, the contract was like, if you become YouTube famous, we will sell your videos in Budapest, and you will not keep the money. You're like, what? Why would I? Who's gonna watch it in Budapest? Who's watching the completionist in Budapest? Also, why am I not getting money? That's so fucking crazy.
It's going to the Nigerian prince, who's who's gonna give that money to somebody else.
Yeah. So I got with TGS. They spotlit me quite a bit, and my channel went pretty quickly from 10,000 subscribers to 30 or 40,000. And you guys know how it is. Back in the day, and that's like getting 100,000 subscribers, right?
Inflation.
Yeah, right. Exactly. YouTube inflation.
Yeah.
So as my career started blowing up in that first year, I started kind of losing friends in the YouTube space. Just a lot of people thought I was clout chasing, and people behind the scenes thought that I was lying, I was mischievous, and you know, I consider myself to be a really nice person, and I'm overtly nice, and so, dude, that was a really cool tech. Holy shit! I didn't know that.
dude.
Yeah, you can skip this you can skip the whole thing like that.
Yeah.
He gets so mad. His name is his name is King Sandy Butt, so you can't feel that bad.
That's amazing.
So I I lost a lot of my YouTube friends, and I didn't really have any friends in real life who knew what I was doing, so I just kind of was secluded for several months, and I thought that everyone hated me, and I was making enemies left and right with people I didn't really know, and my comment section was getting super toxic, and so I was really down on myself. And I went to E3 that year, and John and I met because we were both in the game station, and okay, so this is weird to think about. The Yogscast, remember the Yogscast?
Yes.
They're still around. They had just hit 1 billion views on YouTube, and that was a huge thing for a gaming channel. Like, no other YouTube channel at the time had hit 1 billion views for gaming, right? So
That's insane, dude.
yeah, so the game station threw together a party for the Yogscast. It was like a 1 billion 1 billion view party.
Wow.
And it was the most, like, I was pissed off because like this is where my money that I should be earning is going into. Like, they had an ice sculpture that said Yogscast that was like slowly it was like,
Oh my god.
there were YouTubers with hundreds of millions of subscribers in the room that I didn't know and didn't want to be there with. And so but before we got there, it was me, John, Dodger from Press Start to Continue, and Jesse Cox. And we all kind of met that day throughout E3. We got on the same there was like a bus that drove us to this party. And so we got there, and immediately we were like, this is crazy. This is like a fake ass thing. Like, we should not be here. We do not deserve to be here. This is a weird fucking YouTube mess. And so we left the party early. Oh, actually, no, I forgot the story where I almost got thrown out of the party because Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps threw me into the pool because from a video. And he was like, hey, Gerard, let's film a sketch. Everyone here is lame. Let's make our own sketch and have a good time. And I was like, okay. No, he asked me to throw him in a pool. So I was like, what do you want me to do? He's like, I'm going to walk up. I'm going to like act like your movie producer. And then I want you to throw me in a pool. I was like, okay. So I did that. So I like walked up. I threw Aaron in the pool. And people were filming it. Everyone was laughing, having a good time. And then I got tackled by security guards. And they pulled me aside, and they're like, we're throwing you out. We're throwing you out. And like Aaron and like Jesse and John and everyone came over, and they were trying to get the guards to not throw me out.
Oh my god.
And mind you, like, I'm a small YouTuber. I got asked by my new friend Aaron to throw him in a pool with a massive YouTuber.
Yeah.
Game Grumps hadn't started yet, so like I want to be the cool guy, but also like I don't want to get fucking thrown out of this place.
Right. Well, yeah. That was clearly just like a miscommunication on all parties.
Yeah. Right,
Yeah.
right. And so, I don't get thrown out, and then we just laughed about it. So, we're on the bus back, and there was a Call of Duty YouTuber named Muzza Fuzza back in the day, he was blowing up on the time, just blowing up, and I don't know if he was on drugs or inebriated or something, but like we were on the bus back, and our bus had like a stripper pole for some weird reason, like a big stripper pole in the center of the bus.
Hell
And
yeah.
they had like rainbow lights.
Are you
and
sure it
stuff.
wasn't just like a thing to like stabilize yourself?
Yeah,
Not like...
it definitely was, but like,
But that's not what it was being used for.
Okay.
So like when you're on a bus, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense in a bus, but yeah.
several poles to hold on. There's just one big ass one in the center. You know what I mean? Like, clearly it's a party bus.
Gotcha. Okay, I see.
So he's like dancing, going crazy, and and John and I were like, "What is this? Like, where are we? We don't like, He was like John's first E3, like my second. We're like, why are we here? What is this YouTube life? Why did we have this story? Like, what was going on? And so so that's where I first met John. And literally after that event, John was like, hey, if you want to play games, let me know. And I was like, sure. And so John's just like genuinely was like a friend, and he would hear people say bad things about me, and he would stand up for me. And he would be the guy who would reach out and be like, hey, how are you doing? Are you okay? Like your job is crazy that you created for yourself. It's miserable. Are you eating? Are you sleeping? Like,
Yeah.
are you taking care of yourself? And I never forgot that. Him and Luca both just were constantly like, hey, friend,
They're real.
you are a person. Like, don't forget, like, you're feeding this content machine, and we care about you. And I never forgot. And John truly was my only friend for so long. And so when I started making other friends and stuff, like, when I got more and more busy, like, I always make it, like, when John was like, hey, do you want to be a part of TRG? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Freaking put my name everywhere. I'll be in every segment. I don't care. Let's go. Let's raise money. I'll dress up as Paulina. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm Paulina. I'm in. So yeah, that's my Proton John story. He's a great dude. Y'all are, he's the best. Y'all support a good man.
Yes, he is very good.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
So-
when we were talking about getting you in here, I was like, yo, let's go.
Yeah.
Dude. I was so hyped. It was so hard to keep that a secret. I'm just like, yo, dude.
So here's the trick. So what we have to do is we have to get Banjo to go fully straight like this, walk into this, roll and jump through, and I died. Never mind. So if that happens, you have to start all the way back at the beginning and start over.
Oh, man.
So what I was supposed to do was roll, but for some reason the B button did not register. So we will try again. Luckily, it's pretty close to the beginning, so if you lose that, you lose like maybe a minute. But obviously, in speedrunning, a minute is like an eternity.
I mean, for what it's worth, you make this look so like you're professional. I've never once been like, damn, Jules needs work. Like, you.
Oh well, chat certainly has. I've seen a few like, wow, Jules, you've gotten pretty rusty. I'm like, fuck you. And that's just the nature of it, man. That's just the nature of it. If we can get through these, this is one of my favorite speedrun tricks in the game. So let's do this again. All right, perfect. Yeah, that is so
Hell yeah.
annoying.
So I'm looking at this BuzzFeed quiz. It's the gamer
One
test.
sec, sorry, I hate to keep interrupting for the run, but
No, you're good. You're good.
This is your show, dude.
I'm just making a stupid joke. Don't listen.
Let's see if we can get it. So in Banjo Kazooie, walls are optional.
Yo, let's go.
Just, walk through them if you want to. It's also just like indicative of just how awkward of a time N64 games were, you know what I mean? Like all the like engines and stuff were like geometry was so like optional.
Dude, yesterday when John was like, the secret guest is the completionist, I was like, I'm the secret guest? What are you talking about? And then chat blew up and I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh God. Oh man, I just think people forgot about my ass. I've been doing this for too long.
What? Dude, you're still popping off, bro.
Dude, I'm like 11 years old on YouTube. I got a year on you. Like, people remember you, man. If anything,
Yeah,
I'm the
dude.
one who's like, like Jack and I are wheeling each other in a wheelchair.
Yeah, dude. I was gonna say I'm
Like,
freaking.
Dude, like my meeting Jack story was I remember my first interaction with Jack. Well, not even interaction. One time I was like, I really want to cover Gobi's Valley from Banjo Kazooie, but I want to make it metal. And this was before my channel, before I met CS Guitar 89, before I met anybody. And I went on YouTube and I was just like, dude, nobody has thought of this, I guarantee you. And sure enough, I see Gobi's Valley metal cover by Toxic X Eternity. And it was so good that I decided I was never gonna do video game metal. I was like,
Glad
nah,
you
dude,
changed your
dude,
mind.
he's got it. I can't do this.
We've got Thunder Scott.
What?
Yo, what up? What up, dude?
Who?
Whomst?
Who-
What up, Thunder
whomst?
Scott? Hell yeah. Thank you so much for donating, man.
Thanks, man.
Saying, hey, smile.
Hey, smile.
Classic.
So true. So brave.
Classic.
So
Classic
brave,
Thunder
dude.
Sky, dude. Freaking Attacking Toucans gave us a BuzzFeed quiz.
Oh shit, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Attacking Toucans. My boy Tyler for the $50. Yo, we'll check that out in a sec, dude. Oh no. Okay. Okay, Tyler.
Tyler, is it? This is not. No. Okay. What is it?
This is like I don't, dude. I just.
No, it's Tyler, man. I
want you to like approve this. For
The
me,
fact that you
Jules.
want me to approve it is already bad. I don't know. All right, send
But
it to me
it's
on
like-
send it on Discord. Put it in production.
But it's like cool though, because it's like you want to support this stuff because it's important. But it's also like,
He said I've never read it before.
oh no.
I pulled up a "Are you a Carrie, Samantha, Charlotte, or Miranda from Sex and the City" quiz because I know Jules is very much in tune with Sex and the City.
Honestly,
Okay, Jules.
okay,
Jules,
so
I sent it to you on Discord.
okay, hold on.
Oh my bad. Where do you want it? Or where do you
I
want
was gonna
it
say
to be sent?
production, but I got it.
Oh, production. Okay.
Okay. Oh, this is a sweet trick. Hold on. So there's this jiggy up here, right? And you have to break open that door. Or Kazooie's got a really big schnoz, so we can do this.
Dude,
Which is fun.
great jump.
It's just
It's not bad. It's not bad. I know. It's not bad. Okay, let's freaking do it.
okay.
No, it's how much gay energy do you radiate?
I don't
Use
know,
this-
man.
Use
I,
this
like-
checklist to find out.
Yo, we jumping up in donuts all of a sudden. Holy shit.
Oh, we got
see
some
it?
donuts. I don't know about that one, man, because like it could.
Is it like, because like you said you haven't read it, right, Tyler? So what if it's like not cool with that?
Yeah, I don't think we should do that one. I mean, like
Okay.
we obviously Proton John, we support LGBT and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but
like,
we
we're
don't
all
know
about
the
that,
actual
but-
content of this, and since it's
Yeah.
since it's not been read or proofread, I'm gonna veto that one.
Okay. I think that's probably the safest.
Yeah, I think we should err on the side of caution over potential comedy, maybe. But Tyler, give us another one.
Yeah.
Preferably one that's on the tier of like how gamer are you, etc.
If this was my channel, I'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
This is
same.
not
But
my
yeah.
channel. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we already had our slightly
Yeah, that are risque.
Yeah.
my dad.
Oh hell yeah, another BuzzFeed. Okay. I'll check that out in a sec. Not strictly a BuzzFeed quiz, but Jared did it on his stream, so it should be okay. And Jules is deep in the HoloLive hole.
Correct.
So anyway, let's keep up the hype and support Direct Relief.
Is this
Hell
what
yeah.
HoloLive girl are you?
What's HoloLive? What is that?
Oh no.
Is that
Yeah,
not?
just
yeah,
read
okay.
it. Just read it to me. Just read it to me. And
Let's
then
just-
this is fine. This one's fine. But yeah, I'm
okay.
intrigued now. Like, 50% of the chat is like, "What is a HoloLive?" And the other 50% are like, "Yes, I have to know." Like, so HoloLive is like Korone, Okayu.
Oh, like the
VTubers.
VTubers.
Yeah, it's the main VTuber like syndicate. I couldn't think of a better word, so I went with the like as if they're like a
Okay, so
mafia or something.
That's wholesome then.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
wholesome. Yo, I wanna know. Actually, I think I already do know who it is. My guess, chat, and we'll see if it's true. I think I'm Mio. Do you guys agree or do you
Okay.
guys disagree? Chat's being really weird. They're saying that this isn't a good run, and then green in quotation marks. I'm sorry if you don't know what the color green is. I mean, listen, I want to be respectful to you guys, but if you look at that color and you have all of you're not colorblind and you don't see the color green, I'm sorry, you're kind of dumb.
Okay, so the first question on this HoloLive test is, Jules, do you support gay rights?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely, dude. Everybody here supports gay rights, right? Right, chat? Come on, dude,
Right?
you guys are freaking cool. Like, that's what's up, man.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
Um,
I'm 10 minutes green right now. I like, and this run is very good. I just want to like. I'm just defending myself now, and nobody can argue.
I don't
with
want it to end. We're having such a good time.
that. Yeah. No. Yeah. I know, but I'm just killing it right now. We're on like world record pace right now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love the answer too. Of course, love is love. Gay people are human too. Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah. Yeah, is there a hell yeah dude in there?
I wish that would be my answer. Out of your friends, which one are you? Laid back, the fighter, truck freak.
I thought you were just gonna end it on truck.
I mean, is truck? Am I like not getting any of these references? And then,
No, these are just completely random. Like they don't make a whole lot of sense.
So like a truck VTuber?
No, there is no truck VTuber.
Okay, dude, that's
There's
a
no
market.
crazy bus theme VTuber.
All the truckers are just like, hell yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Someone's
I
gonna
forgot
make
to open
their
up
own-
CCW.
Someone's gonna make their own version of the truck from Cars. It's like
And then-
make that their VTuber.
Dude.
Yeah, and then the first choice, I don't even know what it says, but like it's like a bunch of alt characters. So
Tag yourself. I'm the truck.
I'm just imagining like a VTuber stream where it's just like you just hear like brr, brr, and it just like rolls onto the screen. You're like, hey guys, it's like
It's just a truck in
it
front of a
takes up
green
the whole
screen.
You don't even see the gameplay. Alright.
They're playing Euro
Anyway.
Truck Simulator. No,
Yeah, we're playing Truck Simulator.
come on, dude. All right, yeah. All right, so
A-Pier. Yeah, A-Pier. That's one of them. So it's A-Pier, laid back, the fighter, truck freak, or crazy ass.
I feel like I'm probably laid back, right? I mean, would you agree with that one? Or what?
It's your quiz, dude.
I know, but like, we'll get a more accurate answer if.
I mean, you're laid back. You
Okay.
know. I mean, you're definitely crazy at times, but like.
Am I
not in a
crazy
bad way,
ass?
but-
Actually, okay, you might want to put me as crazy ass.
Crazy ass. Okay.
Yeah, crazy ass.
All right, I'm gonna catch up on that.
Tyler, I'm sorry. Do you want me to say I'm sorry for yelling at you? Listen, all I was saying is maybe like, you know what? No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled at you on stream. in front of 10,000 people. I think that there is something to say about maybe not talking about how 420 is a meth reference in front of 10,000 people, but you know what? In front of everybody, I will say I'm sorry.
Oh, character development. You love to see it, dude.
Jules is mean. Jules is mean. I don't know. I like that I'm over here. I'm just like, bro, I'm really sorry. Listen, you know, I hope you understand. There's no hard feelings. And then just somebody like puts like a cute like panda like raising his arms, being like, yay! Jules is not a nice person. I love it.
Anyway, are you a truck? Let's find out. We all like anime girls. Wait, what? That's the question?
Yes.
The question is, we all like anime girl games.
Yes.
Which one is your favorite? Okay, review star. Are these like, they're not like bad, and I guess you don't know because I haven't said the answers, god damn it.
They're anime. How could they
they're
be that
probably
bad?
fine. Okay, review Starlight.
Oh god, how can you say that one? I'm kidding. I've never heard of that one.
Okay, Idol Master, Cinderella, an Ensemble Stars. Dude, okay, this choice. I am sane and I do not engage. Is this like freaking sexual stuff? Because that's not the vibe. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna skip this one just to be safe, dude. I'm not about to promote some like freaking sexual anime games right now on a charity stream, dude.
Why not? And for why?
If you saw food on the floor, what would you do? I would pick it up and give it to someone else. I would pick it up and toss it in the trash. I would step on it. I would eat it off the floor.
I would not eat it. I would throw it in the trash.
I would throw it in the trash. Okay. Okay. Dude. Okay. Pick a Vocaloid song.
Yes.
Okay. Love Trial by 40MP. Hatsune Miku. Bitter Choco Decoration. Do you know any of these?
Yeah, Love
Are you
Trial. I just go with
Okay.
Love Trial. It's fine.
Okay, Akari has arrived, Otami Kaibu, Mrs. Pumpkin, Comical Dream, the Angelfish, What the hell is Vocaloid? Ayano's Theory of Happiness.
Love Trial.
Okay, hell
This
Cool.
this quiz is so specific to like a specific person in each audience that I feel.
Hey, Adriana, what's up? Adriana, we're taking the what Hololive girl are you quiz right now.
Okay.
So I think I've taken this one and I got Mio, but I'm pretty sure I put laid back instead of crazy ass. So I'm curious as to what it's gonna give me this time. And then chat, you guys gotta pull up and say whether or not it's right or not. Because I know you guys are gonna pop off. 19,000 away from 300,000, guys. If we can hit that during the segment, then I will actually lose my mind. I will eat, what do I eat this year? I don't even know, man. I will eat I think what John said, a hot sauce butter cake. If we hit 300,000, I will eat a hot sauce butter cake.
That sounds painful.
We know how much you love butter. So.
True. How do you top your own ass? Hot sauce butter cake.
Bubbles is like, eat a nice breakfast.
Yeah. If we hit 300,000, I will eat a nice breakfast.
Guys, if we hit $282,000, I will go to In-N-Out and buy myself a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so brave, I know.
Here's the thing, guys. If you guys don't get to 300,000, I'm gonna have Taco Bell for breakfast tomorrow, and that's not gonna be a good breakfast.
That's a not good vibe right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be tasty as hell, but man, I'm gonna feel that. so for the sake of my body. By the way, speaking of Click Clock Wood, watch this, Gerard.
Yo, let's go.
You can get that Jiggy out of the wall from over there by doing an egg shot. Because it slightly juts out like a little bit. And then you can also do this if you want. Because they don't actually hit you from behind their eyes. This game's not finished. Like, as you can see. They finished the music, but some of the hitboxes are questionable.
Yeah, so this year, like I said earlier, we're celebrating 400 games of the completionist, 10 years in September. It's a pretty monumental thing. And we don't really change the music ever in our show. We tend to leave it. I've had the same theme song for 10 years. I found this guy on Newgrounds called Elite Ferrix, who's incredible, and I used his music over the years for different short films and sketches for games. And so when I was making the completionist, I went to him and said, "Hey, like, can I commission you to make a song about, I want to feel like this and feel like that?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'd love to." And so he made this song. And I had no notes. It was perfect. I was like, this is great. I'm going to use it. And that's the theme song you hear in The Completionist. So for 10 years, I was like, man, it'd be cool if, like, for the first time ever, we change it. If we did something with it. And so I went to Anamanaguchi, and I was like, hey, I love the Scott Pilgrim game. You guys have been a big part of my childhood and my college years and stuff. Would love to have you guys to do an arrangement for my song, for my theme song, for my show. And they were like, okay, we don't know what that means, but we'll get back to you. And they never did. And that was like kind of the end of that, and I got really sad. And so Grant Kirko and I were having a catch-up session. every few months we call each other and say hello and catch up. And he was like, how's Big Bad Bosses? How's that kind of stuff going on? I was like, oh, it's going good. And I was like, I told him the story about Anamanaguchi, and he just was like, hey Gerard, let me do it. And I was like, Grant, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not.
Grant,
like, oh.
Father, you have responsibilities.
Yeah, I was like, Grant, I'm not gonna do that, Grant. And he's like, come on. And I was like, all right, but I'm gonna pay you. And he's like, yeah, okay, sure, that's fine. And I was like, and you're gonna charge me your full rate. And he's like, I don't know about that. And I was like, Grant, you're gonna charge me your full rate. And he's like, okay, sure. So I sent the theme to him. I gave him specific images of what I want the song to sound like, and he fucking did it. and it debuts next week on YouTube.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Yo, dude.
So the completionist theme done by Grant Kirko is gonna be a thing I can happily say is in our show going forward, which is a crazy thing to think about from like a young kid's mind, right?
Yeah.
Like, the dude who composed my favorite game of all time did a arrangement of my theme song, and it blows my mind. It's incredible.
Yeah, man.
It's
I mean,
so sick,
I'm
dude.
there too with, like I got to shred it up with, like I'll save that for a story. But yeah,
Yeah,
I feel that. I
like-
feel that one. Are
And,
we?
like one time, I mean, he like retweeted me, dude. It was so sick. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. No, Grant's freaking awesome. He's commented on a lot of my stuff. And
Yeah,
he's just, like,
he is so
he pops
supportive of
off.
like fan stuff. I guarantee you, like, if you make something like fan related of Banjo Kazooie, like he will at least see it and he will enjoy it. He is so humble and he's always so overwhelmed with joy when people enjoy his stuff. So just
That's
tweet that
actually
and-
true. I literally do remember, like, and it just came back to me, like, that was like one of the hugest moments, and like that really inspired me to do this silliness that I've been doing for the last 10 years. But yeah, like, but my first cover that I ever did was Mad Monster Mansion, and obviously, like, I had no idea I'd be doing it all the time, like every week or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just did it like because I wanted to make a slapping metal version of the most badass evil video game song, you know. So like I did that, and I remember, like, I forgot how I found it. I think someone just like emailed it to me or like aimed it or some like archaic
Yeah.
tech,
AOL Instant Messenger.
literally like messenger pigeoned it to me. But like like they literally they were just like, dude, like Grant Kirko talks about you in his interview, and I was like, what? So I opened it up, and Grant was just like, he's like, oh dude, like it's been amazing, the fan response, like, you know, I just saw a badass cover of Mad Monster Mansion done in like a metal style. And when he said that, my jaw like dropped. Dude.
Yeah.
Like I was like, bro, like, and just keep in mind, this is like forever ago. Like I was a baby, dude, and like this is like when YouTube was like first starting, and it was just like to have that happen was just epic.
It's
dude.
overwhelming. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, these are literally our heroes. Like, I mean, like I feel like it's a different mindset now. But when we were growing up, like the three of us, like video game music wasn't real music. Like, there's an argument for it now, But like when we were growing up, it just 100%. It's just like that's not real music. Like you don't get to say that your favorite kind of music is like Banjo Kazooie Spiral Mountain, but it like absolutely was for me. And like I think what's insane is like people don't understand that like, or well, I mean boomers mostly don't understand that like I don't know, like they grew up hearing like bluesy Marshall half-stack guitar tones, playing pentatonic scales over and over and over again. But we heard bleeps and bloops, dude. That's the foundation of our sound,
My
When we were in
girlfriend's saying she calls it MIDI farts.
MIDI,
That's
yeah,
the most
MIDI
hilarious.
farts, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that is how some people see it. But I mean, like when you think about that, like in the most influential time of our lives, in the same time that these people who are saying that video game music isn't real music are saying like when they grew up, that was what is bleeps and bloops for us, Those things sound sick. So I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Take your nuts. What the fuck?
And then we got $20 from Insert Steven here. Hello, Jules. I'd like to thank you for creating the Among Us VCs in your Discord server. Because of them, I've met a group of 15 of your viewers who I talk to every day, and we are planning on renting an Airbnb to meet up in person in the future. Thank you for being you.
That's amazing. Be safe.
That's really cool.
That's sick, yeah.
I'm going to be the protective dad, and I'm going to say, you better be safe. Just because you met on the internet doesn't mean, and it's in my community. In fact, because it's my community, I'm even more worried.
You need like a liability like waiver.
Nah, man. I'm sure they're cool, and I'm sure it's gonna be sick. Yeah. And I'm really happy, man. I like, especially in this time, we need people. We need people around, and I'm glad you found those people.
Yeah, dude. We got $20 from Shut Up Sprinkles.
Hey!
That's awesome.
I just wish that was the full name. Like, we got $2 from Shut Up.
Shut up. Oh man.
Watch this shit. And we're out. And that is the final honeycomb. And then if I do this right. Oh, no, I didn't. This is an audio cue part of the run. This is actually my favorite trick in the run. I know I keep saying that, but this is like, if I had to tier it all, this is my favorite. It is also the riskiest. So what I'm about to do, I quote unquote forgot to water the plant in fall on purpose, because the plant will be fully grown here. I'm also short a few minutes. No, I'm not. No, we're good. So the plant is going to be there. The game doesn't really know how to react to it if I now put the eggs in the plant this time. So what's going to happen is the game is going to actually soft lock here. So I have to listen to Banjo's movement to be able to leave the soft lock and get into Mumbo's hut without being able to see where I am. So here we go.
Oh, chat's saying you should split. I don't know if that's true or not.
No, they're trolling.
Oh, I see.
There we go.
Let's go, dude. That was sick, bro.
Yeah, that was pretty tight. Oh, but you know what sucks? I don't have enough Mumbo tokens. I forgot to get an extra one.
Yo, let's go.
It's all right. Well, now we don't have to be soft locked. I can just walk into Mumbo's hut. But yeah, that's...
So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say one thing I will say about that quiz that was cool is that literally the question that I'm on is like which experience is like your experience, and one of the answers is having one of your funny videos being covered by the 8-bit drummer.
Oh my god. Yeah.
that is definitely our experience.
Yeah, that's mine for sure. Well, what's funny about that is Fubuki's audience, like when Jared talks about how he got thrust rapidly and forcefully into the Hololive rabbit hole. He's referring to the time that Fubuki's audience just completely like destroyed his chat, and in a good way. They love Jared, but I think Jared and all of his mods, including our roommate Delcake, were a little bit overwhelmed. So the trick that we're trying to do is we're trying to break out of bounds with the bee here, and not void out. It's a very small area outside the bounds until the game says, hey, come back, don't do that. That we then need to be able to clip around Mumbo's untransform. There we go.
Yo, let's go, dude.
And then so Mumbo's gonna transform me back if I land any part over there, but we've just skipped it, and we are now going to places in Grunty's lair that we are not supposed to go as the bee. Including all the places that you guys keep saying like, oh wait, hold on, didn't you miss something? And you're about to see why. So that trick is called Reverse Bee Adventure, which would be very funny if you also know Ocarina of Time speedruns. So let's start with Grunty. So we just jump down here. Land on Grunty's. We call this Grunty's kitty, and then wait, if he'll land, that's fine. We'll just go straight. And then Grunty's something that rhymes with Grunty, and you can just clip right through there. The gate doesn't exist to bees. So then we have a sarcophagus that we were supposed to open, but not for bees. They could just take that. And then let's see what else we got. We have another one that we're supposed to hit a switch to open up these glass things to get this Jiggy over here. That would be for Banjo, but it turns out not for B. So that's cool. And then finally, there's a Jiggy that is behind a door that's on this wall over here on this like big advent calendar kind of thing. That we have to open as Banjo, but as you know, not for B. So all those Grunty switches that we forgot, whatever, doesn't matter. Remember having so much trouble with this game, everybody, back in the late 90s? 90s kids?
You're just like rubbing the bee nose against Jiggy's and getting.
That's because the bee has a very large schnoz, and it has a no. It just clips through everything. And that is all the Jiggies in the game.
Yo, let's go.
So now we're going to Furnace Fun. We're gonna do Grunty's quiz, and then we're gonna beat up an old lady.
Then we're gonna go to bed, dude.
That's the hypest thing that's been said all night.
Yeah, dude.
Yo,
Who's hyped for that, dude?
Jules, you owe us a story.
Once upon a time. Oh man, this is a hard time to tell a story.
Jack, you owe us a story.
Bro, dude, one time I got Chipotle. All right.
Yo, the end.
Dude. Oh my god, I don't know.
I have to answer questions.
I have some stories.
Correct? So,
I have some stories, but they're not charity stream stories.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I mean?
where I'm at too. I've got so many stories that I just.
I'm a rock star turned gamer. You know what I mean? Like turned wholesome, but previously rock star. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
All right. I do want to stop really quick. So we had a donation from Ninpok earlier. We're about to do what's called Ninpok Skip. So what we're about to do is we're about to skip about 20 minutes here. What was that? Was that Nipper? I think it was Nipper. No, doesn't matter. Okay, so what we have to do here is I have to... it's fine. I'll explain this trick because it's really cool. Obviously, this is not going to world record, but it will be a PB, obviously. So what... essentially what happens is if you get hit on the skull square... Grunty throws you off of the quiz, and then you die. Everybody who played this game remembers that and being frustrated by this. So the way this area works is there's a bunch of invisible walls that's not allowing me to jump off the edge here, right? Mm-hmm. Those are also stopping me from going onto other squares. So the game actually has to lift those when it pushes me off. So what I'm going to try to do is make it hurt me and try to kill me while I'm in a state that I'm not supposed to be in, and that state is Talon Trot. And I have to do that by on exactly 1 pixel here, go into Talon Trot, because I can't actually do it unless I do it like that. So there's 1 pixel I can do that, and then I have to, while going into Talon Trot, activate this question. And then I have to get it wrong, because I have to be hurt. And this can't be a picture question. So let's see if I can get it. Oh, I fucked it up. Okay, well, this was a picture question, so it would have been bad anyway. So what happens is when the picture question comes up, it's not actually showing me, an image of what you would expect. It's actually warping me to that place. So when I come back, the walls, or it actually resets correctly, and then I actually die. I'm starting to choke pretty hard, but that's okay. It just happens. And chat, I'm gonna give you a choice. You could either be toxic as fuck, or you could be supportive as fuck. And I'll let you decide.
I think you should decide for them.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do this way better this time. There we go.
Yo, let's go, dude. There it is.
All right, how many pyramids are there? I think there's 3. Nope. So that should have jumped me, obviously set me off, but I have not died yet. So the game is like, okay, sure, go ahead, just walk on all of these squares. Please. My quiz. So what's really weird is the game is really not expecting this because it's supposed to do a credit.
Skipping everything.
Yeah, and then we can just go over here and be like, hey, what's up, Tootie? I'm right here. You don't have to be scared, dude. I'm right. Dude, stop. It's fine. I'm right here. And I could be like, all right, time to beat Grunty. Whip.
She's like, I'm just trying to.
I'm just trying to read, bro. Come on.
I'm just checking my emails real quick before we battle. Yep.
Yeah.
Read that one.
She's reading the game. She's reading the game facts so that she can know how to beat me. What do we have to do, chat? What do we have to do? Whose ass needs to be eaten to get to 282 tonight, man?
Oh my god.
It better not be mine. I've already done my time. In both ass-eating jail and horny jail. A backflip. All right, Jack, you heard.
Oh, okay. Let me do a backflip right now.
Yo, that was so sick. All right, drop it.
Yeah, dude, that was tight. That was a double actually. It's pretty
Yeah. I did a kickflip, dude.
Yeah.
To a gainer, bro.
I did a 360 pop shove it, dude. Let's go.
Sick, dude. Bro, I could do a 900. I'm just not gonna do it right now, because I just don't feel like it.
Yeah.
It does give me a few honeycombs here. What?
Oh damn, dude.
I don't think I've ever hit her like that. That's actually I can't believe I just said that. I can't believe I just said that. This never happened to me before.
Guys, this has never happened.
Guys, this has never happened.
Guys, it glitched.
Yeah.
As you're like doing like B skip and shit. It's a glitch.
Yeah, I clearly know what I'm doing. Like, it's alright, guys. We're 10 minutes green. It's great.
Yo, hell
yeah. I hate that, man. All right. It's all right. I'm stalling for content. I'm stalling for that 300K. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it, man, because it sounds like it's fake, which it's definitely not. But listen, I gave my brother the controller. Sorry, I was AFK. I don't know why that death happened, man. It's just, yeah, I'm using a new controller, dude.
A new N64.
Yeah, it like literally. I am so confused as to why this isn't working. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. There we go. God, I hate that. Can you guys hear audio, by the way?
Us?
Yeah.
No, we haven't heard audio.
I haven't heard anything. Yeah.
It's all good.
I just went through like 2 or 3 cycles of her there. So she does her grunty laugh like 3 times at once. It's just so terrible. It's like, let's go, dude. 285? Can we do 285 before the end of this? Come on, dude. What do we gotta do?
Oh my god. Yo,
I will eat Grunty's butt, man. I'll do it.
Dude, donations are like lit right now.
Let's do it, man. Do it. Do it for the final battle of Grunty. I need your power. We must directly relieve Grunty of...
No, come on.
Existing.
Okay, dude.
Look it. Direct Relief has just sent this Ginginator directly to relieve me from getting wrecked right now. Oh my god, stop. I just got hit by like 2 fireballs at once. 252 is not a world record. I hate to break it to you, but we are green. However, we did beat the game 8 minutes faster than I thought I would, given that I haven't done this run in 2 months.
Dude, good job, man. That was freaking epic.
No, it is crazy because like so much of it is like muscle memory. So like I started like practicing like earlier and I did like Mumbo's Mountain. I'm like, yeah, I got this. It's fine. Like, just to give you guys some perspective, so we started today at $121,000, which beat last year's first day record, which was the record, as far as I'm aware. I remember last year we were doing Colosseum Direct. The pandemic had just hit. And we were really, really let down because Colosseum 2 was like so much fun. We went to like an awesome house. We all like slept mostly in the same house, and it was just like it was summer camp. It was like summer camp for friends, So then when we found out that we couldn't do that last year, we were let down. We're like, oh, and no one's gonna donate because it's not gonna be the same vibe. But you guys destroyed it last year, and we destroyed it this year. So I don't know how else to illustrate to you guys that we are so overwhelmed by how much you guys have supported Direct Relief. We thank you so much for being so supportive, such a tight-knit community, and so wonderful. We hope that you continue donating throughout the weekend. When I said this morning, like, hey, if we can hit next year's end amount today, I will do a Banjo Kazooie 100% run. Everybody in Discord said, that's a big ask.
Yeah, they were like, I don't know about that, dude.
And I was like, you know what? It's a big ask to do a 100% Banjo Kazooie speedrun, so it's fine. So, yeah, man. I want you guys to know that, like I believed in you. I was like, it's not a big ask. It's what we will do this year. and you guys you guys blasted it. Like, because that was 235,000 or 231,000 was last year's end total.
Yo, we should get some huge love in the chat for Gerard the completionist.
Gerard the completionist, thank you so much for being on this.
Yeah,
Being a
dude.
night owl with the the two of us.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I had
You'll
to.
get
I
it.
had to.
Yeah,
I had to show up.
I wasn't gonna do a Banjo Kazooie run without you.
I'm honored that you were like, hey Gerard, let's do this, because I wanted to be as involved as I could be with the Colosseum this year, but life just got so complicated. So the fact that you were like, hey, do this with me, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Awesome. Well, I know I probably don't have to tell you that chat really loved all the stories, just all the vibes that you brought. And Jack and I have been doing TRG since way back in the day, way back in 4 years ago, and it's absolutely an honor to have you doing segments and stuff with us, dude.
We're very happy to have you on our Twitch channel. Thank you.
Yeah, like I am.
Hell yeah.
You're welcome back on Proton on my Twitch channel.
Yeah, my Twitch channel.
This is very much my. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, stretch goal for the Hollow Quiz, guys. If we get to 285,000 before the stream ends, we will finish this goddamn Hollow Live quiz. How about that?
Oh my god, dude.
Well, you got it. You got to act fast, because we want to go to bed. All right, should I tell the chat what I did and why I've bamboozled them? Should I come clean for charity?
Sure.
Okay, there was a point during the run that I realized that it was not a very good run, and I changed all of the splits to green. It can't be red, because even when we're red, we're green. So that's why, I mean, technically, you can't argue. It's a green run.
There it is.
See, chat's acting like, oh my god, I can't believe it, but some people were actually confused. Don't act like you represent the entirety of this chat. I thought we were green. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I lied to you, but it was for charity, okay? It was a green lie. It wasn't a white lie. It was a green lie.
It was several green lies.
Several green lies. But
right.
it was for charity, right?
Do you guys think we should go to bed, dude?
It depends. If someone tell you what, we'll give it 5 more minutes.
Okay.
If someone throws down 500 or we get to 283, I'll tell another story.
Okay, I'm gonna play.
Okay.
I'm gonna play a song. To charm, much like a snake, the donations out from people. Here it is. I wrote that one.
Perfect.
Great.
I think actually, I think Link played that one in Ocarina of Time. I think he did.
Definitely.
I'm sure. Okay. I'm just kidding.
Play Serenade of Water. Yeah, that one's it.
480.
There it is. Sorry.
4 minutes left. We
4
can do
minutes.
this. Come
I just want to clip this to like when Proton John wakes up, he's just like, "What were you doing at 5 in the morning?" And it just clips of you just being like.
Oh, yo, Sandstorm.
so exhausting to hear you like inward breathe to like get those notes.
Oh, dude, those are all outwards, bruh. I'm a seasoned ocarinist. Play the lick. I already did. Listen, if you have regrets, I don't know what to tell you, man. If you're watching this later and you have regrets, I gave you 2 concerts. There was the one yesterday, and there's the one now, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, we are getting like a lot of donations.
Yeah, see.
So, like, you're doing something right. Just keep doing what you're doing.
All right.
3 minutes.
Yeah, oh.
Come on, 3 minutes.
Why are you? How does this work? This is literally getting more donations than the banjo.
Yeah, of course it is. I'm taking Ocarina. I'm taking Ocarina requests. Let's hear him. Play Peter Griffin. Which way is to relax? 195 to go, guys. We can do it.
Keep playing the ocarina. It's working.
It's working.
Yo,
SpongeBob SquarePants.
We're getting there.
The single note, yeah. That's my thank you to you. You get the doot. For every $1,000 donation, I will play you 1 doot.
Oh, we got $25.
Sorry, dude. That's not enough, man.
Say the Chocobo theme. Yo.
Oh yeah.
That's sick.
Dude, let's go. 100 more. 100 more. 1 minute. Let's go.
Yeah, that one's weird.
Let's go.
Does the
$95. Let's go.
Yo, we got $50 from Firestorm. Thank you so much.
$50. It's going up.
75 bones. Let's go. 75 bones.
Chat, what are you doing?
See, this is my tried and true.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thing.
We did
if
it.
we go off schedule, people love it.
Oh my God, we got $100.
Let's go. Yo, we got any requests?
Dude, it's soaring. Look at it.
Yeah,
Look
dude.
at it.
Got any requests? Dude, it's Ocarina Hour, guys.
Super thingy saying I was mad about having to go to bed last night and miss stream, but not only was stream still going when I got up, but also went out this morning and came back home and the stream is still going. So in honor of being 15 minutes green, here's my first dono. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much.
The stream is in fact still going.
Why do you guys keep saying Corona BGM? That's like insane. It's like it's so crazy. There's no way I could play Corona BGM on this. Not Corona. 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 Inugami.
Should I tell one more story so we can go to bed?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. This is the final story, and then we're gonna go to bed. Unless you guys keep donating. So here we go. Okay. So this is how I started YouTube. This is like literally what happened that like led me to start YouTube. It was the summer of 2011. I just graduated from college with 2 degrees in theater and film, and I was working really hard at Best Buy and doing some tech stuff on the side. And I need to sneeze 1 second. Pardon me.
Bless you.
Yeah. Thank you. So when I graduated, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna work on films for the rest of my life. Like that's gonna be a cool thing. And so I started doing PA work, and I realized very quickly that I really did not like that. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be like working on films that I don't care about, working for someone else as a PA, getting coffee for famous people, and not really have like a way to improve. And I was like, there's no way for me to grow in this industry. And so I was like, man, good thing I spent 5 years getting 2 degrees, and then I freaked out and realized that this was a mistake.
Yeah.
So I really just like hit a wall where I was like, man, I'm not gonna go anywhere. This sucks. And I was working at Best Buy, and I got there was like an offering to like do a Best Buy commercial, like to go star in a Best Buy commercial. And so I went ahead and I applied, and I got in. And I went ahead and I shot this commercial that never aired. They didn't pick my commercial, but I did film this commercial. It's somewhere on a cloud hard drive on Best Buy's internal system somewhere. And I came home and I was like, oh, dude, actually, maybe I should take Best Buy seriously and like move up the corporate chain and do this whole stuff. And so I was working in retail selling video games at Best Buy, and I loved it. I was addicted to working at Best Buy. It was this weird high I got where I'd love to just set up my gaming station to like trick people to come to my side of the store. Hey, it's a picture of me.
keep telling the story.
You got it. So one day the district manager of my Best Buy comes by and is like, yo, this is a crazy setup you've got here. Cause like I had like a 75-inch TV screen with a bunch of gaming consoles, and like I tried really hard to make it so that if you came to my store, you felt like you were in a video game store. And they loved it, and they were like, this is really cool. And so they want to talk to me about like kind of possibly having me come work for Best Buy corporate. So I flew out to Best Buy corporate. I got to go on this cool experience, and I was there for about a week working with executives to design the trade-in system at Best Buy, like because they were really like, we want to go after GameStop, we want to make it feel like gamers are welcome at Best Buy. And so I was a part of that process, and there was talks of me moving to Minnesota. There was talks of me like becoming one of the leads of gaming advertising and marketing through Best Buy, and it was really awesome. And they were like, cool, so go home, we'll call you in a couple of weeks and we'll get you going here. And I was like, awesome, cool. So I went back home full of energy, like, man, this is going to be cool. My life's going to start. And so a couple weeks went by, I heard nothing. A couple more weeks went by, I heard nothing. A month or two went by, I heard nothing. And I was just kind of like, I gave up on it. Like, all right, well, they don't care about some random kid who works at Best Buy. So I gave it up. One day at Best Buy, I came in early and I opened up the kiosk thing that I'm supposed to set up. And I set it up, and it's my exact replica of the thing I made in my store. They just like took my idea and corporatized it and took that from me. And I was incredibly devastated. I went out there for a week. I gave them all the ideas, the infrastructure, everything. They corporatized it, didn't give me any credit, didn't help me out. And I just was like, well, I guess that's life, right? I guess that's it. I'm done. So I basically was like, I guess I'm just going to work at Best Buy forever. And that's it. So lo and behold, a couple of weeks later, I got a call from my buddy John Jafari, who goes by JonTron online, and he called me and was like, "Hey, I'm having some friends over at my house, but my parents won't let me have them over." And I was like, "Why can't they come over?" And he goes, "Well, they're like famous people online, and my parents don't feel comfortable letting them come over." And I was like, okay, so what do you want me to do? And they were like, he was like, okay, well, I want to like stream from your house, and I know that you stream and you know how to do it. I was like, okay, cool. So I set up, I'm loving this picture show. So I set up the stream, and it's got JonTron, it's got Egoraptor, it's got Dodger, Barry Kramer, and I'm like not really on this stream. I'm just kind of like the tech guy. So I just kind of like, I streamed on Ustream back in the day. That was a platform that no longer exists, I don't think. And I knew how to stream because my friends and I in college would stream to each other because we miss each other that much. So I was just a quiet tech guy, and they streamed for like, 10, 11 hours. It was really cool. There was like 7,000 people watching these people, play games. And I was like super fascinated by this because I had no idea what the hell any of this is, right? I have no idea what's going on. And, I meet Aaron for the first time in my house. I meet Brooke the first time in my house, and I didn't know who they were. And I just was like, cool, these are great people that just in my home. And so, at the end of the day, it's like 1 a.m, and it was a dummy Ustream account that we made. It wasn't anyone's like account, you know what I mean? It just was a random one we made up. and they went home. Everyone went home. John had too much to drink. Everyone went home, and it was just me and my friend Zan. And I was like, all right, guys, we're gonna turn the stream off. Like, I was just gonna good night, everyone. And the chat was like, don't stop streaming. Keep playing games. And we were like, but we're just people. Like, we're no one famous. And they're like, don't worry, keep playing games. And we're like, okay. So we streamed and we streamed and we streamed. We streamed for another 15 hours. It was like 4 p.m. And we were streaming in front of like 5,000 people on Ustream that didn't know anything about me or Zan or anything. And I completed probably like 6 or 7 games in that time. And there was like fan art, there was Facebook pages, there was Reddit posts, there was like original music. Like, fans were going crazy. They didn't know who we were. We just were these random 2 dudes who just showed up. And so, like, after that experience, I was like, yo, this is a fucking cool thing. How do I do this again? How do I get into this whole thing? I don't know how it works. And so I like went to work the next day. Like, how do I do that? That's what I want to do. I want to stream. I want to like do YouTube
Hold on.
stuff.
Egoraptor, JonTron, and Dodger are currently at your work. I have to move them out. Okay. they went home, but the only place I could put them was Best Buy, implying they all live at Best Buy.
Yeah.
So okay, they're home. They're in their various homes. Okay, so now you're going to Best Buy. All right.
Perfect.
Right.
So the next day I went to work, just like super jazzed. I was like, dude, this is sick. I want to like do this thing. I don't know what it is, but I want to do it. And so, I go to work and, I'm helping this like middle-aged woman buy an iPod for her son. And, I'm helping her and we're, going through the motions. Like, do you want the protection plan? Do you want this case? And she's like having a good time. It's a pretty easy experience. And my manager comes over to me and goes, hey, I need you over in home theater to sell this TV to this Arab guy. And I was like, okay, why me? He's like, well, you're Arab. He's Arab. You guys can communicate.
No.
And I was like, I don't speak Arabic. I wish I did, but I don't speak Arabic. This is just weird stereotyping. And the manager was like, just go. Like, just talk to him. I'm sure it'll be fine. So I walk over there, and he made it seem like this guy couldn't speak English, but I just went over there to help. So I go over there, and this dude is a normal guy. Like, he has a normal English accent, English dialect, speaks English just fine. He's like, hey, man, I just want to buy a HDMI cable. And I'm like, oh, great. So I went ahead and I grabbed and got an HDMI cable. Cool. And then I went back to help the lady. And then manager comes back over. Go talk to that Arab guy again. I'm like, well, I don't want to talk to the Arab guy. I already did that. I did my part. I gave him an HDMI cable. He goes, no, you don't understand. He wants a TV. He wants internet package, all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, fine. So I go back there, and the guy's like, man, I just wanted to go home. They just gave me, they wrapped me back in the store to talk to the manager about getting a TV. I just want my cable. And I'm like, I sold it to you. Just go. So I sent him, I sold him. I like walked into his car. I was like, just get out of here. Go back to helping the lady that I was helping. And my manager comes over and chews me out in front of the woman. And I like hit my apex, and I was like, cool. So I turned over to the lady, and I was like, ma'am, I'm going to do something super inappropriate, and I hope you'll forgive me for this. And she goes, okay. So I turned over to the guy, and I was like, what do you want from me? What do you want? And I just got super heated. And he goes, don't yell at me. Come over here. So he pulls me aside from the woman, and he goes, listen here, you little spoiled fucking brat. You work for me in this company, and if you don't watch your tone, you're not going to work here for much longer. And so I looked at the woman and looked back to him, and I was like, go fuck yourself. I quit, asshole. And
let's go.
And then I turn around, and I'm like, hey, let's go get your iPod. So I sold her iPod. I walked her out of the store. I came home furious. I go home, and my dad is like, Gerard, what happened? What's going on? And I'm like, Dad, I quit my job today. My manager embarrassed me. He's racial stereotyped me. I'm so upset. I'm pissed off. and I know that no one's ever gonna find out about it. And I quit. And my dad goes, "Did you tell him to go fuck yourself?" And I said, "I absolutely did, Dad." And he goes, "That's my fucking son."
Yo, let's go.
So I was like, how do I do this? How do I like do this YouTube thing? And I saw like this light in the tunnel, like I have to do that, whatever it is. I just have to fucking do it. I have to do it. I don't know how, but I'm gonna fucking do it. And so I have 2 weeks to like buy all my gear at Best Buy. And because I know the employee discount, I was like, I need to buy as much stuff as possible. And so I went to the bank, I pulled out all the money I had, and I got it in ones specifically. I got it all in ones. And then I went to Best Buy on the day that that motherfucker was working. And I went through and I grabbed as much equipment that I could. I got speakers, microphones, I bought guitars, like whatever I could afford, I bought. And then I made sure that he was working that day, because if you ever spend so much money with ones, they have to call a manager over to fucking check every single one. So I spent $2,700 on equipment, all in fucking ones, and I made that asshole count every single one 3 goddamn times just so I could say fuck off. And he knew what I did, and he sat there and he had to do it, and he had to do it. And I said, you know what? I literally pushed the ones on the floor, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I put them back up, and I put it on the table, and I was like, you're gonna have to count it again. Sorry. And so he fucking did it again. And I walked out, I grabbed my shit, and I made the completionist, and everything fucking worked out, and I don't know why. And that's where I'm at.
Let's go.
Damn,
So
dude.
that's my story. That's my origin story. Thank you for the big donos. Let's go to bed.
Yay!
That's inspirational as fuck, dude. Actually, dude, there's so many donations, bro.
Thank
I'm
you
sorry. Let
so
me-
much for the donations, everybody.
All right, and that's it. Let's go to bed.
All right,
Let's go to
guys.
bed. We did it, guys.
Yeah, you guys did this, and I'm proud of you, and you guys are awesome, and thank you. We're gonna go to bed, and then we'll see you tomorrow.